Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cool FM live broadcast of Cochise County Sports. Tonight, you're rocking with Dave and Paul, and we have 2A San Pedro football making the trip all the way up to Tanque Verde, Arizona. Is going to be the Willcox Cowboys to take on these Hawks. Paul Quarter alongside Dave Davies. Dave, not only Willcox, we made the trip to what you've effectively called an elimination game here tonight.
Yeah, that is the story of this game. As we go into Friday Night Football tonight, Bisbee Pumas have 0 losses, both in the region. Both of these teams have 1 loss. So whoever loses this game is going to end up with 2 losses. The Bisbee Pumas are going to win tonight. So this is effectively an elimination game for Tanque Verde and Willcox if they want to win this region. It's not impossible for one of them to come back to win this region, but it's going to be a very, very uphill climb. So this is a game with a little bit of a little juice in it.
That's the truth. And, of course, Tanque Verde actually coming off that upset loss to the Tombstone Yellow Jackets that put Tombstone right back in the thick of the race for the region. And Willcox coming off the loss to the Bisbee Pumas in overtime. We got 2 teams desperate for a win. Looking on the Willcox Cowboys, Dave, who do you like to watch here tonight?
Oh, come on. We know who it is. It's number
Warden.
24, Landon Ward, the Warden. When he hits the edge, you can say c'est la vie because he ain't getting stopped. Like you said, both of them had heartbreaking losses last week. Tanque Verde was up huge in that Tombstone game. Bad fourth quarter for them, so they ended up not winning that game. But like you said, the Willcox Cowboys playing the game of the year against the Bisbee Pumas. That game came down to 1 foot on a 2-point conversion. So, yeah, both of them heartbreaking losses. And, again, they're playing for region relevancy to stay alive in this contest. So this is the game. This is good, so far the game of the year for Cool FM Sports.
So you were down talking to the coaches at Tanque Verde before the game, very hospitable coaching staff. Who did they say that we needed to watch out for? Because I saw you circling some names.
That's going to be number 14, the quarterback Rocco Haggard. He's going to be the leader of this team. They also have a do-all corner running back. We find him on here, number 24, I believe. Where is he? Oh, I got the wrong roster in front of me. I have a circle over it. Number 24, Dalen Harrison is going to be a running back, a receiver, cornerback, do-all player for them. So keep an eye on them. They have a couple of big linemen that I have circled on your roster over there, and a middle linebacker that's supposed to be pretty good. But here come the Hawks for Tanque Verde.
Not only that, we did learn that the Tanque Verde Hawks featuring new jerseys, not like the city, but like featuring New Jersey, I guess is the state. New Jersey's here tonight. Of course, Mason, who's right next to us, thank you for sharing that information with us, Mason, one of the Tanque Verde players. He's the one that let the cat out of the bag. Let me tell you, Dave, they look good, and you know what happens when you look good? You play good.
Yeah, Tanque Verde, this is fall break week, so they don't have the packed stands that they normally have, but there is still a good contingency of Hawk fans in the house. Willcox always travels well, you know that. Coach Fuentes is on his way up with your boy Aiden Fuentes.
Ooh, no kidding.
They'll be in the house here shortly.
Of course, whenever we talk about Willcox Cowboy football, we have to talk about Aiden Fuentes and Christian Pondo and the 4,000 yards of offense they had between the two of them in one season. Cannot believe that didn't end in a state championship.
Well, Landon Ward is keeping that legacy tried and true. Landon Ward is an absolute all-purpose machine, not to mention Ishmael Cuevas, the power back of the Willcox Cowboys. So the running game alive and well in Willcox, Arizona. Again, it's a beautiful night in Tanque Verde, up in Tucson, Arizona. Gorgeous night. About 88 degrees outside. It's perfect. Todd Ryan behind the camera tonight. You got Dan the Man on graphics. All hands on deck for Cochise County Game of the Week, baby.
And we are just moments away from getting this started. And, folks, before we get started, allow us to thank the sponsors that bring you these sports streams live free of charge on Cool FM Live. First, of course, we are here under the Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative SSVEC lights here tonight, Dave.
Yes, sir. And as we do the Willcox Cowboys games, the big group that we like that takes the pen to the program, that would be the Willcox Quarterback Club. Save the date, October 12th. They have the 12th annual dinner dance fundraiser event. Prime rib, the dancing. There's going to be a silent auction. It's going to be a blast. And music by the band Desert Thunder. Now, where's that going to be taking place at again? Is that the Elks Lodge?
I just copied it from their Facebook post.
But yeah, it's a wonderful thing. And also, while I'm here, thanks to Ward's Outfitters LLC, a full-time outfitting service dedicated to providing our clients the best opportunity to pursue their trophy game. They have maintained a 95% harvest rate with multiple world record animals taken down. Give Ward's Outfitters a call, 520-404-5114.
And Dave, you mentioned the Willcox Quarterback Club. That dance, when you read out the date, is actually tomorrow. So get your tickets now. Willcox Quarterback Club. We love them. They love Willcox. And I'd also like to thank Synergy Home Care. When you need to find care for someone you love, it's important that it feels right. They provide non-medical home care for people that struggle with activities of daily living. Call today at 520-685-1035.
Excuse us, folks. National Anthem. We'll be right back.
Just feels right to be up here doing this guerrilla style like we always do. Let me tell you.
Yeah, we're going back old school, baby.
Dan Powers in the chat, Susan Lotz, and actually, I'll just read it. Everyone, and Ernesto's in the chat. Everyone's saying, let's go Cowboys early on here.
Love to see it. Again, a couple more people I'd love to thank before we get this action started. I'd like to thank Feed Your Chi, a holistic wellness company that provides customized health plans for individuals and companies that need effective results from their employee wellness program. Give Feed Your Chi a call, 520-720-8569 for a free consultation.
Also, thank you to Casa de la Paz Hospice. They've been a cornerstone of compassionate care in our community since 1987. They offer a wide range of services designed to enhance the quality of life and ensure dignity at the end of life. Give them a call today at 520-263-3400.
Thanks to Fred Gray, friend of the program, and After Hours HVAC for all your local heating and cooling needs. After Hours is driven to make a difference in ensuring customers will receive the highest level of care and commitment to solving your HVAC needs. Give After Hours a call, 520-459-5257.
Thank you as well to the Ed Morse Automotive Group. We'll be checking in with them on every one of our touchdown drives. Formerly Lawely Automotive, now they serve all of Cochise County. We are committed to making a long-lasting positive relationship with the community. Stop in today and see the difference at Ed Morse Automotive Group.
Big shout out to Carol Pierce for the Tara Finch Group at Haymore Real Estate. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, give Carol a call. She's a dedicated real estate agent providing exceptional service to clients in both Pima and Cochise County and has won Best in Benson 3 years running. Give Carol Pierce a call. 520-977-5328.
Sorry if the ad reads aren't as crisp as they are. We're here under the lights, folks.
We're in the dark.
Nothing. We're in the dark. I would also like to thank Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our community since 1963.
Big shout out to Sierra Vista Medical Group, doctors, nurses, and caregivers dedicating you to getting you back to the community that you love. Make an appointment with a provider, svmedicalgroup.org.
Thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, of course, the hospital that famously called me old and fat. They're not wrong. They have physical therapy departments in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas, providing the highest quality of care. Give them a call at 520-432-6435.
Thanks to T&B Tire Services based in Willcox, specializing in tire sales and repairs for passenger vehicles, semis, and farm equipment. Come down and see Mark Teeters.
Teeters!
Give T&B Tire Services a call, 520-766-5550. That's about all we got time for.
Not really. Thank you to Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In. Stop in today for Wacky Pack Wednesdays, where kids' meals are only $2.49. Thank you to Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista. And, of course, thank you to Big Mike over at All Pro Pest Management.
All right, well, we have 5 more seconds. Thank you to Swaharo Air Solutions. Go to SwaharoAirSolutions.com. Looks like Willcox is going to receive the opening kick. Tanque Verde is going to kick it away. So we're going to see Smooth Joe Sanchez and company going to start off this game with the ball.
Yeah, Willcox showed an aerial attack that they have not shown since I've been broadcasting. But before that, we have to make sure that Landon Ward doesn't house call another kickoff. He's done that a few times this year.
Yeah, keep an eye out on number 24 because he does like to take it all the way. But that ball is going to be fielded on a short kick, and he's going to break that to the outside, and he's going to get the ball right up at about the 50-yard line. So good opening field position for the Cowboys.
Looks like that was Caleb Cook on the kick return, Dave, and already starting in Tanque Verde Hawks territory. A pretty good start here for the Willcox Cowboys, to say the least.
Yeah, Tanque Verde is going to have to try to look to do what Bisbee did to Willcox last week, and that's get ahead of them early, because Willcox is a grind you out, pound you down kind of a football team. And so Tanque Verde is going to look to get an early stop here and get the ball back and try to get the first points of this game, because we know what Willcox is. They will grind you down.
Well, Dave, it's not the first time we've seen Tanque Verde. We saw them during baseball season, and fans loved us. By the way, the parents at Tanque Verde,
we're happy
shout
to be
out.
here. We were very welcome.
But we've noticed that they were big kids over there, so interesting. This will be the first time we see him play football.
Trip bunch left for Smooth Joe. He is going to pitch that thing out to the Warden to the left side. The Warden's got himself some room. And already a first down after an 11-yard carry down to the 39-yard line of the Hawks.
Yeah, Landon Ward following his blocks there, led by Remington Todd, the wide receiver on the outside. I'll tell you, Dave, what's the difference between 6 yards and 6 points? Wide receivers blocking. You'll get them. I have a lot of sayings.
Even though he's one of my most hated players in the history of football, Hines Ward. That man could block better than just about any lineman that ever exists. I can't stand that man.
You like how I knew that right away?
I can't stand that man. Oh, he did not get the first down. Second and inches for the Cowboys.
Only one wide receiver in the history of NFL synonymous with blocking.
Man in motion. That's going to be inside handoff to Cuevas. Cuevas is going to get that first down and about 3 additional yards down to the 32-yard line of the Hawks.
Yeah, we know
the play is still going.
We know what Willcox likes to do, Dave. They get behind Teeters and the big boys up there up front, and they just want to run that football and run that football. And again, I'm just super interested. I believe they threw 14 times in the Bisbee game. This is the team that if
12 more than normally.
Yeah, I was going to say if they threw 5 times in a game, I'm like, why is Willcox trying to develop passing games?
Now, Smooth Joe looked good with that ball in the air last week. They had a big pass to the Warden up that right side for that touchdown. So Smooth Joe really developing the new leader of the Willcox Cowboys. And Willcox showing a lot of different formations early. He puts the man in motion. That's going to be a handoff to the Warden to the right side. The Warden following his blockers, but good tackle right there. Going to get a number 27.
Number 14, Rocco Haggard on the stop.
Oh, they said Rocco Haggard, the quarterback as well, was in on that. So.
Gain of about.
Yeah,
I'm
right
gonna
there,
let the
Dave.
PA announcer help us with the Tanque Verde kids. This is our first time seeing them this year.
Right there, you correctly pointed out that 73 Christian Teeters was coming across on the block to lead, but whiffed on both players. Just couldn't find it, couldn't see him, I guess. And Landon Ward stopped after 5 yards. If he picks up one of those, we're looking for another 5 yards after that. Ryan Russell says, "What's up?" And then Gary Hernandez says, "Shout out to America on Willcox Cheer."
2nd and 5, handoff to the left side.
Rifle.
And the rifle is going to get almost to the first down marker, about a yard short, 3rd and 1. So big defensive down and distance for the Tanque Verde Hawks, trying to get the Cowboys off the field earlier, but the Cowboys are marching.
I am looking over at the Tanque Verde side. They do have some big boys over there.
Yes,
so
they do.
Look for this to be a matchup all night. The Willcox offensive line versus the Tanque Verde defensive line, and vice versa when Tanque Verde has the ball.
Tanque Verde running a 4-3 on defense, so 4 down defensive linemen, or 2 ends and 2 linemen, if you will. Willcox in a tight.
They got 2 standing.
That was a safety coming down. Oh, the ball's on the ground for Smooth Joe. He's going to fall on that. They are not going to get the first down. 4th and 2.5, decision time for the Cowboys.
The old quarterback center exchange, never take it for granted, Dave. They're going to lose a couple yards on that, but this is definitely go for it territory for the Willcox Cowboys as we see the Warden trotting off the field.
Well, that'll bring it 4th down.
Again, they are in deep in Hawks territory, so a punt would only net them about 15 yards if it went into the end zone. So it looks like they are going to lead the offense out there, and we're going to have a smooth officiating game tonight. The commissioner is not in the house. So Willcox is going to go for this. He's going to hand that off to Cuevas. Cuevas fighting for the yards. He's going to get... Oh, they're going to mark him well ahead of the first down marker. I didn't think he got that many, but that is going to be a first down for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cuevas there, good job on that one. It was second effort. He was stopped initially by the Tanque Verde defense, but you said it in the outset, Ismael Cuevas, he runs hard and will not be denied.
Yeah, the lightning and the thunder of the Willcox Cowboys. 1 power, 1 speedster, and that's going to give them a new set of downs on the 25-yard line. Again, knocking on the Hawks' door right now, looking to put on the first points of the game. Again,
someone should write a song about the lightning and the
region.
thunder.
What's that?
Said someone should write a song about the lightning and the thunder.
Lightning and the thunder. Yeah, so yeah, again, this is an elimination game in the 2A Beast region, so big one. Man in motion. Smooth Joe's going to look in to roll out to his right, throw the ball. He's got the Warden wide open. Warden does not make a man miss. 27 in on that tackle again. But another big play for the Cowboys. No negative plays yet other than the center quarterback exchange.
Yeah, good job there. There's Smooth Joe showing that he can throw that ball, Dave. And that's something that Willcox has not had in a long time, at least the willingness to throw the ball down the field. And again, finding 24 is a good option to have. First down, Willcox.
The Cowboys are marching down to the 12-yard line. Tanque Verde defense already finding themselves with their backs against the wall, looking for a stop. Again, Willcox was so crushed after that Bisbee game. You knew they were going to come in here like it was their Super Bowl. And both of these teams, again, heartbreaking losses last week.
Shotgun for Smooth Joe on this one.
Again, lots of different formations. Man in motion, Smooth Joe is going to hand that off to the left side. But Tanque Verde does have that one sniffed out, and he is going to get no...
Oh, dragged down by the face mask. It looks like they're going to call a face mask or a horse collar on this one, and that's going to give half the distance of the goal to the Willcox Cowboys. Again, in high school football, there are no automatic first downs, so if the penalty yards does not net the first down, this will be a second down still for the Cowboys.
Again, the first positive play for the Tanque Verde defense, and they draw the penalty off it. They actually got Willcox stopped for no gain. But that, like you said, that's going to move from halfway to the goal line. So Willcox, again, knocking on the door, looking for 6.
We'll get the call here momentarily, folks. Just checking in on the White Hat. The White Hat is the head referee, if nobody knew. Personal foul, horse collar tackle, just like you called on the outset.
Yeah, horse collar tackle made famous by Dallas Cowboy safety Roy Williams, snapping T.O.'s leg and changing the NFL rules forever.
It took some time after that to actually get the horse collar implemented. I feel like it was someone else who went down.
I love Roy Williams. Couldn't cover anybody, but boy, that guy can hit.
Illegally.
So Willcox is going to hand that off up the right side to the Warden.
That's a touchdown.
So
Dave.
you want to be a Cowboy. Touchdown, Willcox. Landon Ward once again, my friends.
Dave, we have such a good view up here. You don't have to wait for the official to call it out.
You know, they've been a little spotty this year, But yes, touchdown Willcox getting 6 on the board right away. And we know they have a kicker. Ishmael Cuevas can kick this thing over the fence. They might want to have somebody to retrieve this football because you'll never see it again. They're still looking for that ball in Bisbee.
Yeah, great drive there from the Willcox Cowboys. Really no resistance from the Tanque Verde Hawks initially. 8:12 to go, and we're lining up for an extra point to make it 7-0.
Cuevas, and see ya. That ball's gone forever.
The point after is good. And
Again, we lost Malachi from Tombstone last year, and he's been replaced by Ishmael Cuevas. He's got 40-45 in that boot over there.
Willcox has 2 kickers, Dave, because Joe Sanchez last year almost made a 50-yarder for a game.
Yeah, Joe Sanchez almost beat another class. Every time Bisbee and Willcox play each other, boy, it is just something else.
Cowboys pumped up there, Dave, and I think my Ed Morse Automotive Group drive recap is going to be the same thing we say for Willcox all the time. Good balance of handing off to Cuevas and Todd and Landon Ward, and Ward, the one that was able to get that one into the end zone and get the touchdown for the Cowboys. But let's not get lost. Smooth Joe Sanchez, 1 of 1 on that drive for about 20 yards.
Yeah, very efficient. Before this ball gets kicked off, I would like to thank the Sierra Vista Soap Company. You can see them at CSUN Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall, or you can go to SierraVistaSoapCompany.com for locally homemade bath and body products.
And also, Dave, don't forget Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista. Look for the iconic pink door. They're now open on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Save the wait at the DMV. And here goes the kick from Cuevas. And that's going to be kicked right down the middle. Well received. And that's going to be returned past the 20-yard line. Uh-oh. He's got a little hole there. He's going to get up to the 30-yard line. So that's where the Tanque Verde Hawks will start their first possession of the day. Let's see what Rocco and company have.
They have a sophomore, Lucas Tadros, on the return there from the Tanque Verde Hawks. Dave found a seam to get a good job attacking it, getting downhill. And we've talked a lot about this sophomore from Willcox lately. Caleb Cook on the tackle. That kid really showing up. And he's got a younger brother playing for Willcox, too.
Caleb Cook is going to be a name that you're going to hear for the next couple of years for the Willcox Cowboys. And I do love those uniforms for Tanque Verde. That black and green is kind of tight. Not going to lie to you. Kind of crispy. So Willcox for their first
Eagle
defensive
vibes.
stand. Yeah, a little bit. But Rocco, let's see what Rocco and company have. They have a tight formation there. That's going to be a handoff right up the middle. But Willcox defensive line will have none of it. That's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go, Dave. In the trenches, the Willcox. This is all farm boys do. They play football. They bale hay and all that stuff and all the farmers do. They are big and tough, and it's not going to change from here until the time that we pass. Willcox is going to try everything they can to win the trenches.
Again, if you haven't been to Willcox, Arizona, so people don't understand when you say Cowboy Strong, I mean, it's literally Cowboy Strong in Willcox, Arizona. They have one main drag like any good cowboy town does.
I believe that was DeLon Harrison on the carry for the Tanque Verde Hawks. Got a good job to get to the line of scrimmage and get something out of it.
So Tanque Verde, another big package, handoff on the left side. Willcox Cowboys will have none of it. Pushing number 24 backwards. They're a all-utility player. And we have a flag coming in late at the end of this. I think it may be a taunting on the Cowboys.
Flag in the field.
Or maybe they blew the whistle early. Who knows? It's going to be a personal foul on the Willcox Cowboys, like you called, Dave. So that good play made by, like you said, Ismael Cuevas.
Oh, that kid could hit.
And your boy, Anthony Morales, Ant-Man,
Ant-Man,
and Osvaldo Rodriguez. Those are the three numbers I got. There's 4 in there. That's going to be negated, and that's going to be a first down for the Tanque Verde Hawks.
I'm not sure. I didn't see it, but that's why I'm assuming it had to be taunting because I didn't see anything egregious
It's a
out there.
personal foul. So
oh.
I think maybe they didn't appreciate that they drove the running back into the ground after they had started to blow the whistles. For my money, it was a little – they did it in time. But it's erring on the side of safety nowadays.
That's going to move the ball all the way to the 47-yard line. New set of downs for the Hawks. No positive yards on offense, but they're moving anyways. Willcox gets it to him. He's going to drop back to pass. Rocco's looking up the left side. He's got him, man. That's number 27 again for about a 4-yard gain. Another flag on the field. I thought the commissioner was in Cochise County.
Casey White on the catch and doing everything he can to get extra yardage. We do have a flag. This is going to be interesting to see what it was. The ball was out. There's going to be a face mask on the Willcox Cowboys. So Willcox gifting some yardage to the Tanque Verde Hawks early on here. That's 30 yards of penalties in the last 2 plays.
I was going to say, to the tune of 30. They're just marching the Hawks up the field by themselves. Hawks just get out of Willcox way. Let them keep doing it. They wanted to keep giving you the yards, and now they're going to be deep in Cowboy territory. Moving that ball down to the 34-yard line. It's not the most successful drive I've ever seen without a yard of offense gain. And Tanque Verde's going to hand that off to the right side. He's going to have to get to the edge, and he's not going to. Taken down by Ismael Cuevas for a 5-yard loss. 2nd and 15.
Is that Cuevas? I thought that was the rifle.
13.
Okay, yeah. And then Christian Teeter's coming in to clean everything up, and that's going to be a big loss on the play for the Tanque Verde Hawks. They give him a loss of 5 on that one.
So Tanque Verde is not able to set the edge right now. Running game not getting going. So look for that. I'm thinking maybe look for Rocco to get something, a little aerial attack going here.
Well, Willcox plays an interesting defense, and I saw this. So Christian Teeters has number 73 on. So he's basically the 4th down lineman for the Willcox Cowboys, except he never sets up down. So he's coming. He's like a constant blitzing linebacker, and he just chooses a gap that he wants to go through.
Like a Micah Parsons style player. So 2nd and 15, he is in shotgun. Rocco's going to play action, throw quickly to the left, but it is all over that one. Is that Ant-Man?
That's Ant-Man for you.
Ant-Man, number 7, knocking the ball out of his hands. So 3rd and 15 for the Hawks. They're going to have to get at least half of this to start thinking about gambling.
Yeah, it looked like number 12, Casey Johnson, was the one they were trying to get that screen to, and Tanque Verde trying to get a lot of quick game going in the passing game right now. But like you said, Dave, without the 30 yards of penalties on Willcox, haven't done too much on offense. So that's a little bit concerning if you are a Hawks fan. If you are a Cowboys fan, which if you're watching this, I bet you are, you're loving this hard.
Yeah. I did let all the Tanque Verde people know how to find us. So Rocco's looking to pass, and he's got nothing there. The pressure is a little too much from the Willcox defensive line, and that is going to send out the punt team for the Hawks.
Yeah, smart play here, and Rocco trying to do his best Mahomes Allen impersonation. That's what I love. Now, ever since Patrick Mahomes came into the league, now everybody tries to make these special plays because it's worked. And now you got Josh Allen, who's made a name on it, doing that kind of stuff. Lamar Jackson, we saw what the play he made against Cincinnati, and Rocco tried to do that here. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it to his
had
wide
about
receiver.
3.5 seconds of protection, and then it just kind of collapsed around him, and he wasn't able to get the ball out correctly. So here's going to be a punt. Let's see how good the punter is. See if he can coffin corner this thing to the 5. Give Tanque Verde's defense a shot.
High snap.
And that is a really good punt towards the sideline, and that is going to go out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So look at for a good net yardage punt for Tanque Verde. giving their defense an opportunity to make Willcox have to go 90 yards to score on them.
Yeah, and that's Casey Johnson there on the punt. Shout out, rugby-style punt. That became famous in college football about a score ago, I think, maybe even a decade, last time I was watching college football.
That's how Dixon punts, baby.
Yeah, they started doing that just to get the coffin corner a little bit more accurately. But now it's all about the Tanque Verde Hawks. And like you said, it's 90 yards instead of 45 that Willcox has to drive. So Tanque Verde has the field position advantage right now. The only thing that concerns you, if you are a Tanque Verde fan, is that Willcox drove in that end zone with very little resistance on their last drive.
But again, Tanque Verde's defense set up for a little more success on this one, making Willcox have to go the entire length of the field. Tight formation here for Willcox, only one spread out. Smooth Joe is going to hand that thing off to Cuevas, and Tanque Verde's defensive line stepping up. 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9.
And a good play there. Number 10, it looked like, for Tanque Verde. Anthony Torgeson. Sorry, folks. Again, we're in the dark here.
We are in the dark.
That was a good play getting Cuevas before he gets started because, like you said, Dave, a very violent runner, and the way you have to stop those people like a Derrick Henry is get them before they get started. Ooh, we have a lot of Go Cowboys in the chats right now. Ty Scholl, your boy. Ty Scholl and Anthony Morellis, I kind of looped them in together. Didn't you buy them both ice cream?
Hey, yes, they got the ice cream, which sparked them to that greatest upset in baseball history.
Right.
And that's going to be Smooth Joe rolling to his right. He's got Cuevas out on the flat. Cuevas has the ball. Big gainer for the Cowboys. He's going to get knocked down at about the 40-yard line. So about a 30-yard gain for Willcox through the air on the arm of Smooth Joe Sanchez.
And that's what they love, Dave. This is the only pass play that I've seen Willcox throw at you. And they don't need a plethora of pass plays if they can run the ball down the field. But they do a play-action boot, and they flood the right side, so it's an easy completion for Smooth Joe. He's got three people. He's got a deep. He's got an intermediate. He's taken the intermediates on the last couple of throws to much success.
That's the exact play that they scored with against Bisbee last week to the Warden. Like you said, that multi-tiered route running. So new set of downs on the 40 for the Cowboys. Smooth Joe is going to hand that off to the left side. He's going to get about 4 of them. So a 2nd and 6. Number 12, remind me, is that the rifle?
That's the rifle. Remington Todd right there with that carry.
I can't hold my rosters. I'm standing up in the door.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And I'm trying to get all the comments in right now.
Guerrilla style, baby, old school.
A lot of Go
like
Cowboys.
The old days, the bad days.
Kim Sanchez, Go Christian Teeters. Number 73, Emilio Mendez. Our number 1 Bisbee fan says, loving the instant replay.
I'm telling you, Dan figured it out halfway through the last game. We're like, we have instant replay on a high school football game? This is amazing.
Just keeps getting better.
2nd and 6, man in motion. That's going to be that third level handoff that they like to do. And there goes the Warden. The Warden's got room. He's going to get the first down across the 50-yard line to the 42-yard line of the Hawks. The game-saving tackle by the safety there because we've seen the Warden make that guy miss before.
That safety is number 17, Dylan Lewis, Dave. You're absolutely right. I fully expected Landon Ward with his 4.5 40 speed to break that one. So Dylan Lewis, great job to get him to the ground on that tackle. But here we are again where the Willcox Cowboys driving at will on this Tanque Verde defense.
Well, yeah, last week as Willcox took on Bisbee, we talked about Landon Ward and Sebastian Lopez, being the fast players. And so his dad made sure that he got him recorded at a solid 4.5. So, yeah, the kid's pretty fast.
I do believe I saw Lopez recorded a 4.4. I'm pretty sure it was a 4.4.
That's going to be a handoff to the Warden up the right side. Landon Ward making a couple people miss, getting about 8 yards on the carry, 2nd and short for the Cowboys. The Tanque Verde defense just have no answers. Again, Willcox is throwing so many different formations out there, so no real way to gauge what they're going to do.
Well, it's a lot of wing play and motions from the Willcox Cowboys. It really just depends on whether Sanchez wants to set up in shotgun or not for their formations, but I was able to hear to the coaches over there. I believe they said quit overrunning.
Yeah, over pursuit. I watched it all night with the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, that's what we love about the Willcox Cowboys as well, is they show what the running game can be with a lot of ball fakes in the backfield.
Man in motion. That's going to be a handoff up the middle.
Cuevas.
Big run by Cuevas, trying to get to the edge. He's still on his feet. Stiff arms a man. Marshawn Lynch style gets the first down inside the 15-yard line. Willcox moving again.
2:07 to play in the first quarter. 2 drives for the Willcox Cowboys, and they are doing whatever they want to on offense right now. Kind of a gut check time for the Tanque Verde Hawks.
Yes, sir. You took the words right out of my mouth. Again, Tanque Verde coming off that crazy upset loss last week to Tombstone, they might be finding themselves down 14-0 in a game that, like I said, basically eliminates you from the region.
Well, Max Preps had Tanque Verde in the top 5 preseason.
Yeah.
So this was supposed to be one of the top matchups going into the season, and right now it's all the Willcox Cowboys.
Smooth Joe is going to hand that off to the rifle, Remington Todd.
Good
He's going to try to
blocking.
get to the edge. He's got a man in pursuit. He does push him out of bounds at the 10-yard line. No, about 5-yard line, excuse me. So Willcox on the 5-yard line looking to get another tutter here in the first quarter.
Shout out to Wilder Lopez, another receiver blocking, but also Travis Larson. We know that name.
Yes, sir.
Marshall Larson, cousin in Valley Union, so a lot of Larsons doing a lot of big things on the line.
Pun intended with the Larsons.
The two lead blockers on that play, very successful 8-yard gain for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Marshall Larson makes you look small.
Facts. It's not what the Copper Queen Community Hospital said. No, I'm kidding. They never said that.
Man in motion on 2nd and 5. That's going to be a handoff up the right side. The Warden still fighting for it. Tanque Verde gang tackles him at the 2-yard line, setting up 3rd and goal from the 3.
No, helmets fly on that one. It's starting to get physical, and Tanque Verde starting to try to fight back, but that will be a 1st and goal now for the Willcox Cowboys.
1st and goal, excuse me. But yeah, you knew it was, again, when you start realizing when that loss starts kind of, you're going to start seeing some physical football out there. Tanque Verde, those are not small boys on this side of the field. And again, thank you so much to Tanque Verde for being so hospitable, welcoming us like everybody does. So it's very happy to be here and opening that door with the Tanque Verde Hawks. So they've been asking us to come up here for a while. We're glad to be here.
Before we get this 1st and goal underway, Dave, shout out to the offensive line right now controlling the game for the Willcox Cowboys. Travis Larson, Jonathan Miranda, of course, Christian Teeters in there, Osvaldo Rodriguez, and I'm missing one. Is it 71? I can't tell from all the way up here.
1st and goal from the 3 for the Cowboys. Oh, the ball's on the ground.
Uh-oh,
and that's
Tanque
been
Verde's got
recovered by
it.
the Hawks, number 72. Exactly what the Tanque Verde defense needed. Willcox was about to take a 2-score lead on him. And Smooth Joe and Landon Ward had a mistake with the exchange there. So the Tanque Verde Hawks getting gifted a turnover. They're going to be inside their 10, but I'm sure they'll take it.
Gabriel Perez on that one, Dave, for the Tanque Verde Hawks. It's always great when you see a big man making plays like that, getting in the backfield, shedding blocks, making the tackle, forcing the fumble, and also recovering the fumble on the exact same play. And that should give the Hawks a boost. Now, they are inside their own 10-yard line. What we say here is it's always a battle of field position. You just get a couple first downs and try to flip the field.
Tanque Verde Hawks offense had no success in their first possession. Let's see what they got for him on this one. Rocco's going to draw back to pass. He's got a man open up the right side. Number 27, we're seeing that number a lot right now for about a 5-yard gain.
Cuevas in on that tackle as well, and I think it might have been the rifle there for the Willcox Cowboys. But here we go, that quick game starting to find its footing.
What do
for
we
the
got at
Tanque
number
Verde
27?
Hawks.
So I know this kid's name because I'm
Case and White.
Case and White? Yeah, we're seeing a lot of number 27 right now. So Case and White, a name you need to know for the Tanque Verde Hawks. Time running out here in the first quarter. They're not going to get this playoff, so we are going to end this first quarter. Willcox 7, Tanque Verde nothing. And they're going to start their second possession in the second quarter.
And of course, Dave, we're broadcasting underneath the SSVEC lights here tonight, and I would like to thank Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care for people that struggle with activities of daily living. Give them a call today at 520-685-1035.
I'd like to give a proper shout-out to Zaharo Air Solutions of Sierra Vista. For guaranteed honest service, choose Zaharo Air Solutions, locally owned and operated, offering heating, cooling, system servicing, repair, replacement, plus certified duct cleaning. Give them a call, 520-699-4237.
Also, thank you to Casa de la Paz Hospice Care, cornerstone of compassionate care in the community since 1987. Give them a call at 520-263-3400. Shout out Alex.
Who's also very quickly becoming a friend of the program. Thank you to Carol Pierce with the Terra Fitch Group at Haymore Real Estate. Not only is she the best realtor in Benson, she's also a military relocation professional and an accredited buyer's representative. So give Carol Pierce with the Terra Fitch Group at Haymore Real Estate a call. If I can read the number in the dark.
Got a lot of teeters, beast modes. Let's go, boys. Love the replays in the chat here. So, Dan, we'll get some more love.
Oh, Carol Pierce's number. I'm so sorry, folks. Dark up here. 520-977-5328.
And thank you to Barnett's Towing, Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
So here comes Tanque Verde again, getting gifted that possession, 2nd and 5. See if they can get the offense going. Rocco and boys. Rocco's looking back to pass. Oh, he had him up the left side. Just a little bit too much air under the ball. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Hawks.
Yeah, looking for Casey Johnson on that one. The Hawks trying to use this quick game and possibly set up something bigger towards the try to catch the Willcox Cowboys napping a little bit. And a good chance they could, because Willcox playing very shallow, nothing really too deep, trying to protect the big plays for the Cowboys.
If he had caught him in motion, that might have been daylight. Like, he might have been gone on that. But that being said, it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Hawks.
Like, Remington Todd is the furthest one. He's like 7 yards off the line of scrimmage.
And Rocco is going to hand it up the left side. Sneaky play. Nice run by Tanque Verde to get the first down up to the 21-yard line.
Devon Harrison on the carry.
That was Devon Harrison on that carry for the Tanque Verde Hawks, Dave. Their first down. Offensively, they had a couple penalties that got them, and now the Tanque Verde Hawks look like they've settled into this game and starting to move the ball themselves.
That's what makes football football. It could have been 14-0 Willcox. They could have been hanging their heads, and all of a sudden it's only 7-0, and Tanque Verde is moving.
Just under 12 minutes to play, and Tanque Verde with their first down looking to build on it.
Rocco is in shotgun. He is going to pitch that out to the left side to Devon again for about 5 yards. So, yeah, here's the Tanque Verde offense, like you said, getting warmed up and ready to go.
Here we go. Like we said, Dave, I mean, you look down there, and Tanque Verde, I would say they might have the size of it. They match up size-wise with the Willcox Cowboys, and now they withstood the second haymaker from the Willcox Cowboys, got the turnover in their own end, and now we're looking to punch back offensively.
Well, you know, I know they play each other every year, but for some of these, the first time you play Willcox, they just hit a little harder.
Country boys.
Yeah, Country Boys. 2nd and 6. Throws it out to his right side. He's got a man, but doesn't get much with that Ant-Man in pursuit. Takes him down, so it's going to be 3rd and about 4. Oh, they give him a little more than that, so 3rd and 2.5 for the Hawks.
Yeah, Case and White on that one. And Tanque Verde, again, short out routes, short, flat routes. They just want to get the ball out of the hands quickly and try to use that short, quick game as an extension of the run game.
I see that really opening up something deep downfield a little bit later in the game for Tanque Verde. Yeah, like you said, the way that Willcox is playing them. So we might be seeing some deep play action from Rocco. That's going to be 3rd and short. Rocco's going to keep that one. Nice run by the quarterback. Gets the first down up by about the 36-yard line. New set of downs for the Hawks. The Willcox defense kind of reeling right now.
Well, Dave, before they started this drive, we said they were in the shadow of their own goal line. So a couple of first downs was going to be a successful drive. Successful drive achieved from the Tanque Verde Hawks. Now that they've got the ball rolling, you know they don't want to stop. They want to roll it all the way into that end zone.
So under 10 minutes and ticking here in the second quarter. Rocco is going to hand that off up the left side. That's going to be another successful run. Oh, he's still on his feet before Cuevas lands the big hit. That's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Hawks.
And again, that's their starting running back, DeLon Harrison, doing big things. Like you said, Dave, now Tanque Verde starting to feel it. Momentum is going to the Hawks side here in this crowd here at Tanque Verde, getting a little fired up.
And one more first down will put them into Cowboy territory. So 2nd and less than 1 for the Hawks. Cowboy defense kind of reeling. They had it figured out in the first possession, but Tanque Verde adjusted, and here we go. Tight formation, inside handoff. He's going to get that first down. I already forgot his name. Number 27.
Case and White there on the carry for the Tanque Verde Hawks, lining up at fullback and just bursting right through the line of scrimmage. That play was kind of made famous by the St. Louis Rams when they had Steven Jackson and Marshall Faulk. They would land Steven Jackson up at fullback and just let him hit the hole.
Oh, the forgotten GOAT, Steven Jackson. You know that guy never got to play in a playoff game?
Sounds like Mike Trout.
A new set of downs. The Hawks are moving. Down 7-0 to the Cowboys. Rocco's in shotgun. He's going to fake that pitch out, roll out to his right side. He's got it downfield. Oh, he had him. He had number 7 in his hands. The ball was a little high, but it was catchable. So number 7 putting the Cochise County Butterballs on the ground.
Well, that's Aiden Cooper there, Dave. And like you said, Rocco with a good pass. It's one that might have got away from him a little bit high, but when you're a receiver, you get your hands on it. You got to be able to catch any and everything.
Oh, you hear that, DK Metcalf?
There's a lost opportunity for the Tanque Verde Hawks. 2nd and 10 now.
Yeah, it was a good play design. They had Rocco on the rollout. He had him. Just wasn't able to corral the pass.
Donald Wallace in the chat
10.
says Pumas 7-6 over Palo
Tight
Verde.
formation for Tanque Verde. That is going to be a handoff to the right side. But Willcox deep. Oh, he makes a man miss. What a run. He should have had it in the backfield, but Cuevas has to come clean him up, but not until he gets about 7 yards. What a run.
And DeLon Harrison really started to lower the shoulder, Dave. And him and Cuevas are going in on a who can hit harder battle right now, because the last couple times they've been going at it. They've been lowering the shoulder on each other. That's kind of football we love to see.
Yeah, Harrison should have been stopped for a negative play, but he puts a stiff arm out there and gets himself some yards. So big play. Setting a 3rd and manageable 4.
I think that was Andres Correa for the Willcox Cowboys, who did a great job beating his block and setting the edge, but Harrison just too strong on the edge. Can't arm tackle that kid.
So let's see what Tanque Verde chooses to do here. He is going to hand it off. He's got, he is met about a yard short of that first down. Heavy leather being applied out there on the field tonight.
That was Sebastian Blankman on that one, Dave. And Willcox came in, they had him held up, and just as the whistle blew, they ripped the ball out, but they gave him forward progress. That could have been another big play to turn the tide of this game, but now 4th and short for the Tanque Verde Hawks.
And they are across the 50, so they will be going for this. So big play coming up here, both sides of the ball. Tanque Verde needs some points on the board. And Willcox gets the stop. They are in Cowboy business.
2 yards away, and Harrison's been the focal point. A full house backfield here for the Tanque Verde Hawks.
Now it's going to be a handoff to the left side, and Willcox is sniffing it out. Oh, but he breaks it. Cuevas finally takes him down. That is going to stop them and turn the ball over on downs. Willcox is going to take over on the 45.
And Nixon Hills did a great job breaking every tackle under the sun, but we know Cuevas, and you're not going to break those tackles. Ishmael Cuevas.
He tried.
He is having himself a ball game here tonight, but again, a very successful drive for the Tanque Verde Hawks, just trying to flip the field as much as they can. Might have been able to punt there, but on 4th and short on the best offensive drive that you've had, I do not mind going for it right there. Timeout for Willcox.
No, they had to gamble with it. And I liked the play design, but Willcox just sniffed it out like a fart in the car. So Willcox is going to get that football back on the 45-yard line. We have ourselves a defensive, heavy-hitting slugfest so far. So while Willcox does call that timeout, I am going to thank After Hours HVAC for all of your local heating and cooling needs. After Hours is driven to make a difference in ensuring customers will receive the highest level of care and commitment. Give After Hours HVAC a call, 520-459-5257. Also, thank you to Feed Your Chi, a holistic wellness company that provides customized health plans for individuals and companies that need effective results from their employee wellness program. You can find Feed Your Chi on social media or give them a call, 520-720-8569. Also, thanks to Ward's Outfitters, a full-time outfitting service dedicated to providing their clients the best opportunity to pursue their trophy game. That's hunting we're talking about here. A full-time outfitting service for over 20 years. Give Ward's Outfitters a call, 520-404-5114. So Willcox getting the new set of downs for themselves. First down on the 45. Smooth Joe hands that off. Oh, that's a big hole for the rifle. The rifle's hitting the edge. The rifle is going to finally, he's still on his feet, taken out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So, this one may be coming back.
It sure is, Dave. That's going to be a block in the back on the Willcox Cowboys. Hopefully I can get to Danimel's replay on that one, because I'm not so sure about that. But a big play negated, and now a penalty putting the Willcox Cowboys behind the sticks, and that's what happened to them in the first half of the Bisbee game. That's why they weren't able to score as much in the first half as they did the second half. Penalties were killing them.
Yeah. You literally, again, took the words out of my mouth. That's
what I'm supposed to do, Dave. I'm color here.
We saw that several times, but then again, that was the commissioner calling that game. But we saw that several times against the Bisbee Pumas, so Willcox not doing themselves any favors right now.
Doesn't look like we'll get that replay from Danimal.
So after all said and done, it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the
So that's a
that's
10-yard.
right. They take it off at the end of the play. Okay, yeah.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. In fact, we did see a holding in Tombstone last year where wiping off the penalty yards actually got him a first down as well. So they just did 1st and 10.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 6 for the Cowboys. Smooth Joe puts the rifle in motion.
Oh.
Smooth Joe's going to keep it. Oh, Tanque Verde's got that very sniffed out. Number 56. Big negative plays. Big sacker-backer. Taking him down for 3rd and 14.
Miscommunication on that one, Dave. I don't think the rifle thought he was the one that was supposed to be in motion. And then on the other side, an offensive lineman pulled the wrong way, getting right into Joe Sanchez's face, who's trying to make a play. But then we had number 56. It's crossed off in my scorebook.
Oh, no. He had moved. He's now number...
Well, who's
This
56?
guy right, yeah, no, he was called out. This guy right here. Whatever that name is.
Oh, Ike Johnson.
Ike Johnson, yeah. That's one of the coaches, one of the standouts that the coach pointed out to me. Again, coach is a really nice guy. Young guy. I love to see. He comes walking over. I'm like, you're the head coach?
Doesn't take much to impress Dave. 6:40 to play here in the first half.
Very
It's a joke, brother. It's a joke.
very hospitable. So 3rd and long for the Cowboys. Smooth Joe rolling
Second
out
long.
to his right. He almost caught it off of his own rebound. I thought Tanque Verde might get the interception there for a moment.
Oh, Smooth Joe laying that one
was
out there.
second down. You're right. I saw it.
Caleb Cook laying out for that one. Almost caught it twice. Unfortunately, couldn't corral it any other time. We saw that with the Bisbee Pumas where he beat Sebastian Lopez, of course, you know, our all-world player in Cochise County, and just couldn't make the catch. So, again, Caleb Cook, and this is not what you want to see from a Willcox fan perspective. The sophomore, we talked about him earlier, Caleb Cook, a big player defensively for the Willcox Cowboys, and has shown an affliction for getting open here in the early season.
Yeah, I think it was just a cramp issue. Caleb Cook back on his feet again. We've had a couple of scares this year, so let's get all these kids out of here healthy tonight, huh?
Yeah. I'll be honest, Dave, never seen an ambulance work drive on the field in high school football. It kind of shook me a little bit a couple times.
Yeah, a couple of times this year. One of them ended up resulting in a pretty serious injury. Hank Moody, we love you. Hope you're doing all right, buddy.
Speaking of ambulances and all the good job that the medical personnel do are all across Cochise County, I'd like to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have physical therapy departments open in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas that provide the highest quality of care.
Oh, I haven't called out the Copper Queen Community Hospital in so long. Yeah, that's one of your spots. That's one of your reads. Been doing this for so long, I got them just
breaking the fourth wall.
photographic memory.
Who'd have thought we actually prepare for this thing, for these things?
Yeah, people think it's easy. It ain't as easy as it looks. I'm telling you that. 3rd and long for the Willcox Cowboys, pitching it out to the Warden. He's going to throw that ball. Oh,
what a
great
play.
defensive play by number 14 of the Tanque Verde Hawks.
You called him out all night, Dave. That's Rocco Haggard.
Rocco, yeah.
Now, that's going to be 4th and long for the Willcox Cowboys, who are kind of in go-for-it territory, but with the down and distance being so far, I fully expect to see a punt.
Yeah, this should be a punt from Cuevas downfield, and the kid's got a boot on him. But Tanque Verde defense stepping up, getting the stop. Still a 7-0 game with 6:19 here in the second quarter. We have ourselves a defensive fist fight.
That's what I like to see, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. We had one of those earlier this year. Who was that? Benson and Bisbee. Well, they just kept slugging each other. Oh, Tombstone, yeah.
Tombstone, Benson as well.
Benson, yeah. They just kept slugging. Oh, yeah, you're right, because that was a fourth quarter game. So here comes the punt from Cuevas. The pressure was there, but Cuevas gets off a good one. And that's going to take a Willcox bounce. Put him down by, looks to be about the 20-yard line, where Tanque Verde Hawks will take over. I said 6:19 on the clock. Clock didn't run on that play for some reason. So 6:19 on the clock, and the Hawks get the ball back.
Interesting, but and Dave, going back to it, the Willcox Cowboys had all the momentum in this game, and they were driving in 1st and goal, and Gabriel Perez came up with, so far, the play of the game to keep him out of the end zone, and since then, the Hawks have finally found their footing in this game and are giving the Willcox Cowboys all that they can handle, especially they just came up with their first, turnover on down stop, I should say.
Well, yeah, I mean, it looks like points are going to be coming in a premium tonight, so 7-0 looks a lot better than 14-0 right now if you're Tanque Verde. But here comes Rocco. He is going to quarterback keep that one, go up the middle. The rifle takes him down, but after about a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Are you calling Ismael Cuevas the rifle now?
Oh, that was number 12.
Big number 13, Ismael Cuevas, who's made just about every single tackle for the Willcox Cowboys here tonight. He was on that one. We have got to get a name for Cuevas.
Get some lime and some salt for that Cuevas because it
I knew
tastes
you were going to
good.
say that. I couldn't get out of Cuero either, to be honest with you, or Cueva, whichever one. Anyway.
Yeah, Cuevas having a big defensive game like he did last week. A lot of heavy letter from Cuevas. 2nd and 7. Rocco's going to fake the handoff, throw it up the left side. He's got him in. See if he gets any yards out of it. He gets a couple. 3rd and a manageable 4.5.
Yeah, Cuevas on the tackle. Looks like also Ant-Man Anthony Morales on the tackle there for the Willcox Cowboys.
Ant-Man's a pest.
It's going to give him a 3rd and short situation for Tanque Verde. Big opportunity here. They need to convert and keep this momentum up. And one thing you have to do to avoid in games like this where points are at a premium is 3 and outs and continue to get the opposing team's offense good field position.
Is it the name Anthony? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
We went from Anthony Molina to Anthony Morales, and they're just pests. Your name Anthony, you just have to be an irritant. That's going to be a throw to the left side. That is well sniffed out by the Willcox defense. So you talk about 3 and outs. It's going to be 4th and 2 in their own territory. Let's see what the Hawks choose to do here.
Mass substitutions for the Hawks make you believe that they are going to punt that one off, and I do want to give a shout-out Andres Correa on that one. He's the one that set the edge and couldn't make the tackle earlier on Harrison, but there, not allowing the receiver to go anywhere, and that's going to bring up the 4th down for the Willcox Cowboys.
They're taking Verde, playing this like a playoff game because it basically is. So they're going to play the punt game chess match against the Cowboys to see if their defense can get another stop.
People saying Cuevas does need a nickname, and that guy hits like a hammer. I think we might have found it.
And here comes the punt from Tanque Verde. That's going to be a very nice punt. Deep into Cowboy territory, takes a Hawk bounce. So they're going to shift that field and put Willcox on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Willcox Cowboys content to just let that happen, Dave. Didn't really send anyone back, really just playing the fake and making sure no tomfoolery happens so they can get the ball back here with just over 4 minutes to play. And we'll see if they give the ball to the Warden, the Rifle, or now the Hammer, Ismael Cuevas.
He said tomfoolery. No more ballyhoo. Showing your age on that one there, guy.
Well, Dave,
when
there's
I
been
was a boy,
words
we
and
played with leather
phrases
helmets.
that have been popular since the dawn of time in the United States of America. I'm glad you joined us.
These kids with their face masks and their protective gear. So Willcox getting the ball on the 24-yard line. Smooth Joe is going to hand that one off late.
Uh-oh,
he's
that's
gone. Landon Ward is gone. So you want to be a Cowboy. Touchdown, Willcox. The kid is a home run hitter, and we're playing football.
No flags on the field, Dave. That's what that 4.5 speed is. When you see Landon Ward get even, there's an old saying from NFL receivers, if I'm even, I'm leaving. And Landon Ward left all the way to the end zone to give the Willcox Cowboys that 2-touchdown lead, 13-0. That didn't take long, as we still now just have under 4 minutes to play.
I'm wondering if Cuevas is going to hit the roof of that building with this football. But, yeah, Landon Ward, 2nd touchdown of the game, and the kid is just lightning in a bottle.
Looks like a solar power parking lot. Hopefully not. That'll probably break and shatter everything.
I'm wondering, because he can kick that ball pretty far. Oh, my good
He's
Lord.
trying.
He did kick it onto the roof. Oh, my goodness. So 14-0, 3:51 in the first half left. Willcox, Landon Ward hitting a home run and putting him up big.
To quote a movie that might get a sequel here soon, shouldn't have been standing there. So that's going to bring us to our Ed Morse Automotive Group drive recap. Not really a drive recap as much as a one-play recap. Landon Ward going 60-plus yards for the Willcox Cowboy touchdown. And then, of course, we had the hammering that extra point home for 14-0. Now Willcox on top and in complete control of this ball game.
I'm trying to go through my memory. How many 50-yard plussers does he have this year? That's got to be like 5.
Well, he did it to Tonopah Valley like 3 times.
Yep.
He had 200 yards against Tonopah Valley, and that's the best high school team we've seen.
The best team in the state, yeah. That was a wild game. I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, a lot of people saying goodbye on that one.
Tonopah Valley yet. It is a show.
A lot of people in the chat were making the call with you, Dave. As soon as he broke the line of scrimmage, everyone said goodbye.
See ya. Oh, that's going to be a short kick.
Fair catch it, fair catch
They might want to get their hands on that ball because Willcox can pick up that ball. And they do fall on it on the 34-yard line. So Tanque Verde is going to have 3 minutes and 50 seconds to try to get some of that lead erased that Willcox just built up. Excuse me.
Oh, we do have a flag on the play here. This is going to be interesting. Is it going to be a procedural penalty on the Willcox Cowboys?
Now, that was a pretty convoluted play. All of a sudden, there was a lot of bodies scrambling for
Well,
football.
special teams and two-way football, Dave, it's always an adventure on that one. Like, you don't really practice special teams too much. You don't have kids that specialize in it when you're in two-way. It's not like you have 100 kids that you can trot out there. And on that one, you very rarely see a ball just lifted in the air where you could fair catch it and give your team good field position. So it seemed like Tanque Verde on that one either didn't know that or just thinking that somebody else was going to get the ball on that one, because a lot of people standing around waiting for that one to drop.
Well, we watched Willcox do that exact same thing to Bisbee last week, and the Pumas just kind of stood there staring at it.
Exact same deal. No fair catch at all. We saw the Puma coaching staff get very animated about call the fair catch. That's why whenever you see an onside kick, you see the kickers kick it in the ground first to make it a live ball.
So they're discussing something with the head coach of Tanque Verde. This may be on the Hawks for something.
Looks like we might get a re-kick out of this one. No, they're just going to add the penalty yardage. I believe it was offsides on the Willcox Cowboys to the end of the play. And that's going to set Tanque Verde Hawks up with good field position even after all of that. Tanque Verde driving in with just under 4 minutes to play. Plenty of time to put a dent in that scoreboard.
Yeah, this is a big offensive series for the Tanque Verde Hawks. They've got to get some points on this one. They are getting the ball in the second half. So if they were to score 7 right here, they could actually go back to backers. But it all starts with 1. Rocco is going to fake that handoff, keep it himself, go up the middle, gets about 3 tough yards, takes a couple of hits. You're going to make 2nd and 7.
Yeah, you know, they have plenty of time, but when you're only getting 3 yards and keeping that clock moving, you got to get a little bit of a sense of urgency if you want to get points on here. We'll see how the Hawks attack this one. They do have that good quick game. Maybe they try to start throwing it towards the sideline a little bit, stop the clock and give them enough time to try to answer that big play from Landon Ward.
I know you folks can see the graphics on the screen and all the people that have helped make this possible. So as we always say, support the businesses that support your community. That's going to be a handoff up the left side. Oh, that's going to be a big run. Oh, he step arms a man into the ground and goes out of bounds for a nice gain, setting up a 3rd and short.
Eli Nelson on the tackle there, but Harrison, who's been running tough all night, like you said, Dave, delivers a big stiff on there, Marshawn Lynch style.
I'm telling you, it's like a stiff arm competition right now. Everybody's just throwing everybody around.
That's going to set the Tanque Verde Hawks up with a 3rd and short situation. Clock does stop as he did run out of bounds with just over 3 minutes to play. And again, not just a big 3rd down here, Dave, a big drive for the Tanque Verde Hawks at the end of this first half.
I'm telling you, if they see what I'm seeing, they got a play action deep play available because Willcox is running cover 0 almost. And he's going to roll out to his right. He's got somebody wide open out there. Number 17 is moving up the right side. That is going to be a 1st down and more, taking them into Cowboy territory, the 39-yard line.
Great route there from Dylan Lewis. He got a chip on the edge and was able to get out to his route in time for a big 1st down. He didn't get out of bounds, so Tanque Verde does have to burn a timeout here, but Eli Nelson saving a touchdown for the Willcox Cowboys. And here we go, Tanque Verde answering the challenge made by the Cowboys with that big play from Landon Ward, trying to get in the end zone themselves.
Yeah, so Tanque Verde, clock not really an issue anymore. They're down on the 39-yard line, so they can take all the plays they need to try to score that. But as they call this timeout, I am going to thank Stephen Ward and Ward's Outfitters, a full-time outfitting service dedicated to providing their clients the best opportunity to pursue their hunting trophy game. They have over a 95% harvest rate with multiple world record animals taken down. Give Ward's Outfitters a call, 520-404-5114. And we talk about country strong. I mean, they have hunting groups out there, okay? That's what they do in Willcox, Arizona.
Well, you know who we're going to be calling after this game, Dave. Didn't get a chance to eat at all today, so we're going to be calling the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, where they have Wacky Pack meals on Wednesdays for $2.49.
Don't forget that corn dog.
Sonic had a water main break. Okay, so we're going to have to find somewhere else to eat. That's not good.
What's that?
A water main break at the Sierra Vista Sonic, folks.
Well, it was corn dog day yesterday. I brought Synergy HOMECARE, a bag full of corn dogs. I don't know if they told you that or not.
They did not. Thank you, Dave. That was so nice of you.
Hey, you know, you take care of the people that take care of you.
You try not to be a pest, and if you do have pests, call Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management.
So here we go. New set of downs for the Hawks into Willcox Cowboy territory. They need some points here. That's going to be a handoff to the right side.
Again.
Oh, he's got a nice hole. Ant-Man came in from behind, almost jarred it loose, but another big run. This kid is earning every yard that he's getting right now.
DeLon Harrison again, Dave, like you said, running very hard. Now has to be a little bit careful, a little bit LaShawn McCoy at the end of that one, letting that ball hang a little loose. Like you said, that thing could be punched out by anybody.
Yeah, Ant-Man was going after that ball.
Teammate could hit the helmet.
So he's going to drop back to pass. He's got him up the rise. Ball hit the ground. That's going to be incomplete.
That is complete. That is complete for a first down. I thought so too. It looked like number 17 on that one.
I thought he hit the ground, but they're going to give it to him. So
sorry about the light here, folks. We don't have any. But that was Dylan Lewis who made a great catch there, Dave. I mean, for my money, I saw him control it before he went to the ground. But whatever. You try to paint a narrative.
Oh no, I'm not painting any narrative at all.
Dave versus the official, folks. Round 27.
Oh, yeah. There is always that. Rocco's going to drop back to pass.
Oh, Caleb Cook there with the hit.
Through the hands.
And that was
the kid whose name I just cannot remember for some reason, even though I always remember all the kids' names.
Didn't know if you wanted me on that one. Yeah, it was Case and White on that one, Dave.
You.
And Caleb Cook was there to meet him right away and jar that ball loose, so no completion. We were just over 2 minutes to play. A very good drive for the Tanque Verde Hawks so far.
Yeah,
They're threatening.
to get some money out of this, though.
Something, anything.
2nd and 10 for the Hawks. Willcox loading up on the line. They're going to hand it off, and he's not going to have much to work with. Willcox had.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a flag coming in late.
I saw that one.
What was it?
That was a holding on number 27 again.
He called it quickly. Yep. Oh, Tanque Verde going full Paxco Burris, shooting themselves in the foot. They need points on this possession.
In a big way. So that's going to redo. The good news is it's going to be 2nd down again for the Tanque Verde Hawks, but they need a big play, and they haven't shown that they're willing to throw that. So. They're not willing to throw that ball downfield just yet, and I think that has to change here now. Like you said, Dave, 2nd and 20 for the Hawks.
Yeah, again, if you watch, there's no safeties deep for Willcox. They're taking everything up front. So we'll see how Tanque Verde attacks this. Rocco is going to roll out to his right, and there he goes downfield, but that's going to be right into the hands.
Caleb Cook again.
Caleb Cook, he wants a house call.
Uh-oh.
Caleb Cook's going to try to, he has one man to beat. And he gets down to the 18-yard line. Interception from Tanque Verde, and all of a sudden Willcox off 1:45 inside the 20 to try to add to that 14-0 lead. The best drive at Tanque Verde's game so far, and it leads into a turnover. Threw it into coverage across the middle of the field.
Yeah, off his back foot, too. Nothing good happens when you throw off your back foot to the middle of the field, Dave, unless you're 2 quarterbacks. 3, Brett Favre, Patrick Mahomes, or Josh Allen, and unfortunately bites the Tanque Verde Hawks there. Caleb Cook was down on the sideline offensively, and we said they need him in the game on defense for the Willcox Cowboys, and that is why big plays out of Caleb Cook time and time again. The super sophomore showing up once more.
Sophomore, Caleb Cook. Oh, he's going to be a menace for a long time to come. And so here comes Willcox, 14-0 lead, and getting gifted the ball on the 18-yard line.
I forgot you nicknamed Caleb Cook the chef.
Must stop for the defense. Oh, my goodness. Smooth Joe's going to roll out to his left, go downfield. He's got a man.
Oh, good block.
And Ishmael Cuevas is in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
All right, we got 2 flags on this play. One was before the pass was thrown, so you have to assume it would be illegal contact of some sort. But after the play, I don't know what this flag would be. And we're going to have to get the refs to sort this one out, and what a killer it would be if they take the touchdown off the board for the Cowboys.
How many touchdowns have we seen this year taken back from penalties? Every game that we've called, there's been at least one.
Don't forget, Dave, you nicknamed Caleb Cook the chef.
Oh, the chef. Yes, right. He's got all the ingredients.
He's been given his own chef's kiss on defense here for the Willcox Cowboys. Remember last week he had a fumble. He forced a fumble, recovered it, and took it back for a touchdown.
Yeah,
like you said, tried to house call that one. Got very close. And it looks like the Cowboys are backing up on this one, so flags on them.
Yeah, number 24, Delonte, saving the day on that because Caleb Cook's going for back-to-back turnover touchdowns.
One score update for everybody. The Bisbee Pumas are up 21-6.
They scored 6
in the second quarter. It was 7-6 at a time. And if JP Wildman's in the chat, we could use some more score updates.
How'd they score the 6? He's going to hand that off to the right side of the Warden, and Tanque Verde. Good defensive play there. No yards for the Warden. That's a very positive sign for the Tanque Verde defense, as the Warden has been gashing.
Yeah, that was number 4, Will Tarek, and that's the first time we've said his name on stream so far. He battled through a little bit of a hold there, Dave, to dive and get that tackle. So big play from Will. Second now and 10 for the Willcox Cowboys with just over a minute to play in this one. Clock is running. In the half, I should say.
Yeah, in the half, yes. So it's going to be trips bunch left for the Cowboys. Second and 10. He's going to pitch that thing out to the left side to Landon Ward. Landon Ward looking for his third tutter of the game. He's going to get taken out at about the 5-yard line. So that's going to be first down, the 3-yard line. That's going to be first down for the first and goal for the Cowboys. 54 seconds on the clock.
We give the Willcox Cowboys offensive line a lot of love, Dave, but these wide receivers block just as well as the offensive line does. Landon Ward ran 13 yards before he got touched on that one. Nope, not 13, 9 yards. You gave me the wrong down and distance, but it is what it is. Either which way, big play there for the Willcox Cowboys. And Landon Ward continues to eat out there for the Cowboys.
Yeah, we call him the Warden because on defense he just locks you up. But Landon Ward has just turned into he's going for 2A Player of the Year. He's at Sebastian Lopez.
Thank you to Anthony Bustamante, who says the Tombstone Yellow Jackets up 26-0.
Yeah, we knew that one was coming. Oh, that's going to be a handoff to the Warden. Touchdown, Willcox. So you want to be a Cowboy, baby. Third of the game for the Warden.
Yeah, it's just blocked, Dave. I'm telling you, we're 40 years old, and we could run through those holes right now for the Willcox Cowboys.
Yeah, you're not wrong, though. I could probably get 3 yards myself. Right
I don't
now.
know if
Those
I could
holes
score
are
from the
huge.
6-yard line, considering how slow I am now and fat and old, according to some people. Yeah, I'm sick of the jokes. I'm sick of the jokes here tonight, Dave. Let me tell you.
Well, you stop talking about my friend Paul like that. He's a nice guy. Here comes Cuevas. Oh, he's going to miss the snap. So they're going to look to throw that into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That's not. Oh,
great defense.
Same thing. Very similar like last week. The exact same thing happened, but good defense by Tanque Verde.
Again, quarterback Rocco Haggard on that one. Shout out to Harry Potter and my wife Barbie. But Rocco making great plays defensively. He's got to lead this Tanque Verde offense now 20-0 with 50 seconds to go. They do get the ball at halftime, so if they're able to get a big play here on Tanque Verde, maybe score some points, they got a chance to double dip and try to score points at the start of the third quarter as well.
Yeah, I said that last possession of theirs was their best possession so far, and unfortunately one errant throw ended that drive because they were in the Cowboy territory on about the 30-yard line. So Tanque Verde is going to have to go like Harry Houdini and get into their bag of tricks and see what they got to try to score in under a minute.
Ed Morse Automotive Group touchdown drive recap. Landon Ward doing it all again for the Willcox Cowboys.
He's going for that D1 commit right there. Landon Ward wants the whole thing.
Folks, before we get this kickoff started, I apologize for not saying this earlier, but don't forget to subscribe to the COOLFM Live YouTube page.
Yeah, we got
and
YouTube.
also follow the brand new COOLFM Live Sports. Did he touch it earlier? I don't know if he did. There's no flag.
I think the Willcox
right now it's Willcox ball.
10 yards.
And they are going to throw the flag on that one. He definitely touched it before 10 yards, Dave. About 9 yards is when we had the ball touched, but again, shaky from the Tanque Verde Hawks to cover that one.
But odd decision from the Cowboys is Tanque Verde needs to get points by the end of this half, and you're going to give it to them on the 50. They could have kicked that thing deep and made Tanque Verde earn it, and all of a sudden Tanque Verde just got a Christmas gift in October. They're going to get the ball on the 50-yard line.
We'll see what they can do with it. Can they open that gift or not? Like you said, good field position here with just 50 seconds left for the Tanque Verde Hawks, and they're going to have to open this one up and try to throw the ball downfield with 50 seconds left in the half. You really have nothing to lose, and if you don't get it on 3 downs, you can always punt and pin the Willcox Cowboys deep in their end. And Willcox doesn't have an offense that's conducive to explosive play, so really you're looking at this one going into the half at 20-0.
Also, while we're getting this thing sorted out, big shout-out to Adrian Fuentes, the Cook family, and everybody at the Willcox Quarterback Club that has really taken such good care of us. They have a nice dinner and dancing fundraiser tomorrow night in Willcox, Arizona. Prime rib, silent auction, all the good things. So thank you very much to the Willcox Quarterback Club. I mean, very much.
I say Willcox doesn't have an offense for explosive plays, but they do have 24 Landon Ward. He makes everything explosive.
I mean, again, we got some players down there in Cochise County, but I don't know anybody, even Bryson Meyer, can supplant Landon Ward as our all-Cochisian running back. I mean, the kid is
And we're talking about a county that features Scrappy Bonilla.
Oh, yeah, Scrappy and Luan. Oh, my goodness.
Jason
the best running
Hurtado.
back room in the history of high
Jason
school
Hurtado
football.
from the Douglas Bulldogs as well. Don't forget about him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we got a lot of running backs. Like Bryce runs for 1,000 in double digits every year. Scrappy runs for 1,500 double digits every year.
Clint Davis, Jemiah Wallace. Don't forget Pacheco and Merrill and all the boys at St. David.
And there's the long kick downfield, and that's going to bounce into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback for Tanque Verde. 46.5 seconds left to try to get some points on the board. And
so they made him re-kick it, Dave, and the Cowboys did exactly what you want them to do, kick it deep. I was wondering maybe if Tanque Verde could have taken the 5 yards at the end of the kick, they would have made him do that again, but it looks like when the ball's touched before it goes 10 yards, it's just a re-kick automatically. And if it's not, I don't agree with the decision not to just take the 5 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand how a penalty leads into a re-kick. I thought it would have been taking the ball in the 50.
They used to do that all the time in NFL. They used to, if the onside kick was touched early, they give them another chance to get it. Just move them back 5 yards.
Wait, you see that in the Seahawks game last night where the referees allowed the defense to get their 13th and 12th men off the field? I hadn't seen that one before.
Yeah, wow, big play from the Cowboys. It looks like Tanque Verde is content to be down 20-0 going into half as that clock is running just under 40 seconds to play.
Yeah, it looks like maybe one more play for the Hawks. And again, what looked like it was going to be just a defensive slap fest turned into all of a sudden Landon Ward made it into a 20-0 game, almost single with blocking. You know, it takes a team.
One of the things you ask me all the time, Dave, on our Cochise County Sports Show live at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays is, you know, what's up with the defense is catching up. And the big thing is what you just said is that defensive players are now allowed to substitute to match the offensive players. They're actually giving them time to set up, not only substitute, but set up and also get into the formation. So where we used to have offensive catching defenses off guard, that's no longer a thing. You can match personnel on every play.
Well, my friends, that is going to bring us to halftime here in Tucson, Arizona at Tanque Verde High School. So we're going to take ourselves a little quick break, and we'll be back with you folks. Stick around for the second half of this game, Cochise County Game of the Week on COOLFM Live. Folks, we will see you soon.
take us in once again to Paul's power rankings of the Cochise County teams. This one's really difficult because everyone's winning now. So we're going to start with we don't have ALA, even though they're going to be 3-2 at the end of next week. Our number 9 team, even though they're turning it around, the Douglas Bulldogs.
We see what you're doing over there, Douglas.
2-4.
I don't want you to take this as disrespect.
It is not, because these are just really good teams, and you see all the scratch marks I had. I actually thought about this one. And unfortunately, Breen has 2 byes, and we got to put him Breen Academy Eagles, which I didn't have him that low, but
Well, yeah,
it's tough.
It's not their fault that they're not playing.
I know.
But I'm not saying what you're ranking. I'm just, like,
You know
it
what?
be what it be.
We're going to start doing Southern Arizona, so these hats could be further up because they're a great team.
Yeah.
That's going to take us to number 7 with the upset of the century. The Tombstone Yellow Jackets move up a spot.
By the way, again, you think that for any of you that think this is insincere, we were in Bisbee for the Willcox game, and we heard about that Tombstone game, and I was like, whoa! Like, trust me, I'm all over you, Tombstone. I was thrilled for you. I found out you won that game. I thought your season was lost after Willcox. But nope.
That's going to take us over to the number 6 team and scratching them out, and scratching them back in, and scratching them out. The Valley Union Blue Devils. They were top 5 for the last few weeks, and this time they get to sit the number 6 spot for one reason only. Because the Benson Bobcats are starting to come along, folks. And this is kind of more of a prediction ranking.
Look at that sweet
Because
hat.
the Benson Bobcats aren't going to lose, and their next test is going to be the Willcox Cowboys in a couple weeks. So I don't want to look like an idiot.
No. Spoiler alert. Again, Bisbee's in Tombstone that day. By the way, people have asked me about the Tombstone thing. Blah, blah, blah. We'll tell you about it in person. We will be in Benson, Arizona as they host the Willcox Cowboys on the 25th. We'll be there. Bisbee and Tombstone are going to have a big game that night as well. We'll be in Benson for the Willcox game.
All right.
Because Bisbee gets a lot of love from us, and Tombstone is tough for us to get out there. So, just so you, spoiler alert, that's where we'll be.
All right, that's going to take us over to our number 4 team, the Willcox Cowboys. We said going into that game it was a battle for third.
Bisbee doesn't move up after that?
How are you going to move up against teams that just do not lose?
49 nothing and 66. And yeah.
We'll see next week if St. David pulls it off. They might even do this little number right here, or 2 weeks from now when they play Desert Christian going into the playoffs. But that is Paul's power rankings of all the Cochise County teams. Dave, how do you feel about it?
Bisbee's just never going to make it into that number 1 spot, huh? They're going to have to beat Tombstone and Tanque Verde back to back, and you still won't move them up.
high school scores. So we got a beautiful homecoming win for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets last night. And,
very good, yeah.
We're able to pull off a good, solid victory with Palo Verde coming into town. And
Yeah, that score was...
Palo Verde's a good program turning around, but they just didn't have enough. That defensive coach Benitez over there is doing real well. So Benson was able to have a great time and scored 49, I think.
49.
48.
Oh,
sorry.
48-0.
Yeah, something like that.
So Benson had a huge game. Willcox had a game. No, it didn't. Bisbee and Willcox. They went to
Game of the
overtime.
week.
Game of the week was game of the week. Very, very much. As much as we loved the game at Buena last night with
Watching the highlights from the Willcox
Dude,
game.
I think we watched a little bit of it live.
Bisbee.
Yeah,
Man.
so it went to overtime, and the score ended up 42-40. It all ended on a 2-point conversion.
Take us in once again to Paul's power rankings of the Cochise County teams. This one's really difficult because everyone's winning now. So we're going to start with we don't have ALA, even though they're going to be 3-2 at the end of next week. Our number 9 team, even though they're turning it around, the Douglas Bulldogs.
We see what you're doing over there, Douglas.
2-4.
I don't want you to take this as disrespect.
It is not, because these are just really good teams, and you see all the scratch marks I had. I actually thought about this one. And unfortunately, Breen has 2 buys, and we got to put him Breen Academy Eagles, which I didn't have them that low, but
Well, yeah,
It's tough.
It's not their fault that they're not playing.
I know.
But, yeah, but I'm not saying what you're ranking. I'm just, like,
You know
it
what?
be what it be.
We're going to start doing Southern Arizona, so these hats could be further up because they're a great team.
Yeah.
That's going to take us to number 7 with the upset of the century. The Tombstone Yellow Jackets move up a spot.
By the way, again, you think that for any of you that think this is insincere, we were in Bisbee for the Willcox game, and we heard about that Tombstone game, and I was like, whoa! Like, trust me, I'm all over you, Tombstone. I was thrilled for you. I found out you won that game. I thought your season was lost after Willcox. But nope.
That's going to take us over to the number 6 team and scratching them out, and scratching them back in, and scratching them out. The Valley Union Blue Devils. They were top 5 for the last few weeks, and this time they get to sit the number 6 spot for one reason only, because the Benson Bobcats are starting to come along, folks. And this is kind of more of a prediction ranking,
Look at that sweet
because
hat.
the Benson Bobcats aren't going to lose, and their next test is going to be the Willcox Cowboys in a couple weeks. So I don't want to look like an idiot.
Yeah, no. Spoiler alert. Again, Bisbee's in Tombstone that day. By the way, people have asked me about the Tombstone thing. Blah, blah, blah. We'll tell you about it in person. We will be in Benson, Arizona as they host the Willcox Cowboys on the 25th. We'll be there. All right, Bisbee and Tombstone are going to have a big game that night as well. We'll be in Benson for the Willcox game.
All right.
Because Bisbee gets a lot of love from us, and Tombstone is tough for us to get out there. So, just so you, spoiler alert, that's where we'll be.
All right, that's going to take us over to our number 4 team, the Willcox Cowboys. We said going into that game it was a battle for third.
Bisbee doesn't move up after that?
How are you going to move up against teams that just do not lose?
49 nothing and 66. And yeah.
We'll see next week if St. David pulls it off. They might even do this little number right here, or 2 weeks from now when they play Desert Christian going into the playoffs. But that is Paul's power rankings of all the Cochise County teams. Dave, how do you feel about it?
Bisbee's just never going to make it into that number 1 spot, huh? They're going to have to beat Tombstone and Tanque Verde back to back, and you still won't move them up. Hey, everybody, thank you for joining us here. We're just about to resume second half play in Tucson, Arizona. We're at Tanque Verde High School as they are hosting the Willcox Cowboys for our Cochise County Game of the Week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight on COOLFM Live. Don't forget, we have COOLFM Live Sports page on Facebook and the COOLFM Live YouTube channel. So make sure you check that out. But before we get this game started, I'm going to thank a couple of people. The reason why we're sitting here, like TNB Tire Services. Based in Willcox, they specialize in tire sales, repairs for passenger vehicles, semis, and farm equipment. Come down and see Mark Teeters at 2060 North Haskell Avenue for all of your tire needs, or you can give TNB Tire Services a call, 520-766-5550.
Of course, Dave, broadcasting under the SSVEC lights. I'd like to thank Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista, servicing all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County, provides non-medical home care for people that struggle with activities of daily living. Give them a call today at 520-685-1035.
Big shout out to the Sierra Vista Medical Group. They're all doctors, nurses, and caregivers that are dedicated to getting you back in the communities that you love. Make an appointment or connect with a provider today at svmedicalgroup.org or give them a call, 520-263-3500.
Oh. Also, thank you to Casa de la Paz Hospice. They've been a cornerstone of compassionate care in our community since 1987. They are a trusted source of support and solace for those in times of need. Give them a call at 520-263-3400.
Before Willcox kicks his ball over to the Hawks, allow me to thank Swaharo Air Solutions of Sierra Vista for guaranteed honest service. Choose Swaharo Air Solutions, a locally owned and operated company offering heating, cooling, system service, repair, and replacement, plus certified duct cleanings. So go to SwaharoAirSolutions.com. But that's it. The second half is about to get underway. Willcox kicking the ball away to the Tanque Verde Hawks. Tanque Verde trying to erase that donut on the board. They had their opportunities in the first half, and they weren't able to cash in. So they're going to need to start scoring some points because that clock's going to start running out on them. So here comes the kickoff from Ishmael Cuevas, the hammer. And he is going to boot that thing into the Tucson Evening, returned at the 10-yard line. He's going to take it up the middle, run into heavy contact at about the 25. That's where the Hawks will start their first possession of the second half. So again, Tanque Verde Hawks unable to find pay dirt in the first half. They're going to have to figure it out offensively against what is appearing to be a very staunch Cowboy defense so far.
Well, we knew the Willcox Cowboys, Dave, were going to have a good defense. They had one hiccup against Tunapa Valley, but, of course, they were playing Patrick Mahomes at a two-way high school level, so who's not going to hiccup against that guy? But ever since then, the Willcox Cowboys, and I mean, the Bisbee Pumas just have a great offense, and they were blow for blow with them.
So it's going to be a tight formation to open it up for the Hawks. There's a handoff to the left side. That's going to be a nice gainer already. He's having a great game. So that's going to be an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Is that 24?
24 again.
DeLon Harrison one more time for the Tanque Verde Hawks. He started to get it going there at the end of the second half, and basically in the second quarter, they're trying to ride him to get some points. Tanque Verde, after that first drive, started to really put some offensive drives together, just could not finish him off with any points.
Yeah, this kid's approaching the 100-yard mark. I mean, we don't have official stat counters up here, but he's got to be getting close to triple digits. Earning them, too. He takes some heavy hits. Another type of formation. That's going to be a quick handoff on a fake pitch. He almost gets to the first down marker, 3rd and 1 for the Hawks.
Yeah, good effort there again, lining up Case and White as the fullback for the Tanque Verde Hawks, takes it right up the middle of the third, and very, very short situation for Tanque Verde. They got to get points, and they got to start making some defensive stops, which is always tough with number 24 on the other side.
Oh, Landon Ward, my goodness. But again, something that I was looking for in the first half. Yeah, I don't know exactly what Tanque Verde's plan is, but I keep an eye out on that play action deep ball right here on this third and short situation. Willcox is going to load the box.
Ooh, 3 stacked in the backfield again for Tanque Verde.
And that's going to be the old tushy-pushy, and he's going to get the first down. So a new set of downs for the Tanque Verde Hawks.
In honor of the Philadelphia Eagles, the people that have remnants of their uniforms they're wearing tonight for Tanque Verde. A nice little tush-push for a first down. And here we go, starting this third quarter off very, very well for Tanque Verde. Again, 20-0. Willcox able to blank him in the first half. And so far, Tanque Verde, again, trying to build on that momentum of those few good drives they had in the first half.
Yeah, they did it without Jason Kelsey. See, it can be done. Jalen
That's
Hurts
what they wanted, I think.
So new set of downs for the Hawks. Hand off to the right side. He's got a little bit of room to work with. He's trying to beat him on the edge. It's taken down after about 5 yards. Another well-earned 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Harrison again, he's finding some daylight, and he's doing a great job attacking it. He's always at full speed, no wasted motion with him. Good job there from Remington Todd, the rifle, to string him out, and then Ant-Man coming in to clear him up.
I wanted to see him go a little more north-south on that. I thought if he had just turned and planted his foot, he may have had a little bit more room.
It's about that time, Dave, where people start pressing down 20-0. You want to be the one to hit the home run as a skill position player, and honestly, Harrison's the candidate to do it for Tanque Verde.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's had the opportunities. Again, really hard-earned yards for Harrison tonight. Willcox loading up the line of scrimmage. That's going to be handed off to Harrison, but this time he's not going to get anything, so that's going to stay at about 3rd and 4.
There's Cuevas again, Dave. The hammer coming in, hammering the ball carrier.
20 tackles tonight.
It's going to be 30. He gets a little bit on that one, so not much. We're going to call it about a 3rd and 4 situation for Tanque Verde. Not quite tush-push range unless you're Jalen Hurts and Jason Kelsey.
So let's see what the Hawks have drawn up here. Again, no more wasted possessions for Tanque Verde. They've got to start scoring every time they touch the ball. They are going to be in shotgun on this one. Rocco is going to fake the pitch, go up the middle. He is not going to get it, about 1.5 yards short, and it is Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas gambling time right now for Tanque Verde.
No kidding there, Dave. I think that was Caleb Cook, the first one to hit him, and Travis Larson as well for the Willcox Cowboys, of course. Not shy about shouting out those Willcox offensive defensive linemen. Also, Osvaldo Rodriguez looked like he might have been on that one too.
So here we go. Tanque Verde, their offensive play of the game. They have got to pick up this first down. You give Willcox the ball back on the 50. Yeah, it may be maybe those proverbial handshakes you're always referring to.
All that's left is the handshakes, but we'll see here. A long time to get this play in.
There's a lot of game left.
No, I'm just saying that's the saying I say.
Oh.
A long time to get this play in for the Tanque Verde Hawks. I'm looking at the back judge, and he hasn't started the 5-second countdown. Here we go.
Tanque Verde is going to hand that up to the right side. Oh, he's got it! Oh, and he's gone! And he is gone! Touchdown, Tanque Verde!
He does get there, Dave. He prematurely called that one with 24, Mr. 4-5 speed, Landon Ward chasing. But like I said, if there was going to be someone that was going to hit the big play for Tanque Verde, it was going to be Harrison, Delonte Harrison, one more time into the end zone, finally getting through that Willcox defensive line for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like almost like we know what we're talking about sometimes. You literally called it. You're like, if anybody's going to hit this home run, it's going to be number 24, and see ya.
Tanque Verde will line up for an extra point. Of course, we don't know in 2A and 1A football if that's always the case.
Let's see. Let's see if the kid's got a boot on him, and he does. That is, oh, he kicked it left. Plenty of distance, but just missed it left. So that score is going to say 20-6. Willcox over Tanque Verde, hitting a home run of their own.
Willcox Cowboys 20.
What'd you drop? So Tanque Verde, exactly what they needed to open this second half. They will not go. They heard about handshakes, and number 24 said, "I'll see you later." There's your handshakes right there. He said, "I got your hand."
Well, you said
you said this for
you
for
said
Vince
you didn't
Scully up
want
in
to
the booth.
prematurely call it, and Delonte Harrison was like, "Yeah, me neither." Got Morse Automotive Group drive recap on that one for Tanque Verde. Big play there from Delonte Harrison, who ran away from Landon Ward. Actually did catch him up, so maybe Harrison runs a 4.640, but just enough to get in the end zone there. And
Good
20-6
blocking by the Hawks on that.
with 7:46 to play in the third quarter.
So Tanque Verde getting exactly the response that them and their fans needed. And that's going to be a squib kick up the middle. Touches a Willcox player. He's got to pick it up. He finally does. He's trying to get to the right side. But he's met by a couple of Hawks at the 25-yard line where Willcox will take over with their first possession of the second half.
Good job there from Wilder Lopez handling that kick. Dave, a little bit of a hot potato coming in. Tried to go east and west and decided, you know what, there's 3 people waiting for me. Let me just lower the shoulder and get what I can on this one.
So Tanque Verde offense doing what they needed to open the second half. Let's see if their defense can stop the Willcox Cowboys, which they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. Willcox, a lot of big plays through a lot of different formations.
I believe there's 5 drives for the Willcox Cowboys. 1 ended on a fumble. 1 they punted away. Maybe 6 drives for the Willcox Cowboys. Like you said, Dave, a lot of success for this offense.
Cuevas lined up in the backfield. They do like to put the Warden in motion a lot, but they're going to put Remington Todd in motion. They're going to give it to Cuevas. He's going to fight for about 2 really hard-earned yards, 2nd and 8.
Again, this Willcox offense just comes at you from so many different angles. They got the 2 wing backs, Landon Ward and Remington Todd, the rifle. Then they have the hammer, Ismail Cuevas, right in the backfield. And we've seen it where they fake the ball to every single person that's a skill position player and give it to someone else. The ball handling from Willcox, really fun to watch.
Yeah, I was talking with a couple of the assistant coaches at halftime, and they know what this game is. They know this is an elimination game in the 2A East. So Willcox wants to finish the job.
San Pedro, East is the baseball.
San Pedro, what? You know what I'm saying.
If you're going to call it the East, you got to call it the Beast. That's the only way you get away with that.
But this is an elimination game for winning the region. That's going to be handed over to the Warden, and he's going to fight for not much. 3rd and 7 for the Cowboys. Tanque Verde defense stepping up.
Yeah, David, are the black shirts in Nebraska coming over there now? Because that was a swarming defense from the Tanque Verde Hawks. Again, you got a speedster like Landon Ward. Stop him before he gets started. And I think everyone on that Tanque Verde defense was in on that tackle.
So this is going to be a play-action pass from Smooth Joe. They're going to fake some variety of a pitch or a handoff, and Smooth Joe is going to try to go downfield with it.
3rd and 8, this is still Cuevas territory, brother.
No, I'm calling it right now. My crystal ball is 100% accurate. You know this.
It's been pretty good this year.
He's going to fake that, roll out to his left. He's throwing it downfield. He's got Cuevas, and we were both right, okay?
I was going to say, ball's out.
Oh, Tanque Verde almost getting gifted the football in the 50. But it was a play action, and it was to Cuevas, so we were both right.
Yeah, absolutely. The hammer was looking to lay the nail some people, I should say. I was going to say looking to lay the lumber. Nailed the lumber. There you go. And then forgot the ball as that one was ripped out. But luckily, a fortuitous bounce for the Willcox Cowboys right back into his hands. And first down after, another great play call and another play where Smooth Joe Sanchez showcases his arm talent.
Like when they do let it go, it's always wide open. Like the efficiency of Smooth Joe Sanchez is off the charts. He never throws incompletions. So that is going to put them on the 49-yard line with a new set of downs. Again, almost giving that ball up to the Hawks. And that's going to be a handoff to Cuevas up the middle for about 2 yards. The Tanque Verde defensive line stepping up in the second half. Nothing through the A and B gap so far.
No, not at all. And Cuevas is trying his best there. I do want to give a shout-out to Travis Larson, who did get a pancake block on that one, albeit 10 yards downfield. And didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things because, like you said, that Tanque Verde defensive line, and they actually made the play, again, for a short gain. 2nd and long now for the Cowboys.
So it looks like they've got the running game pretty much figured out. They're just going to have to figure out how to stop them downfield on those play actions on 3rd down. 2nd and 8. Smooth Joe's going to hand that off to the Warden up the right side. Warden's going to get a good tackle there for about a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 6 for the Cowboys. Tanque Verde with another chance to try to get this defense off the field.
Looked like that was number 10, Anthony Torgerson, on that one, Dave. And, boy, if he didn't make that tackle, we know that speed that Landon Ward has. He would have broke that one. So a huge play for the Tanque Verde defense. Now another 3rd and long situation. This one, albeit a couple yards shorter. Do we see the Willcox Cowboys go to the ground game? But Tanque Verde, it looks like they're well-versed in defending that here in the second half. Or do they roll Smooth Joe Sanchez out again?
Yeah, they're going to roll him out again and throw this ball on 3rd down. Let's see if Tanque Verde is ready for it in the secondary. And they are not. They're going to do that delayed handoff that they like to do, but nothing going for the rifle, Remington Todd. 4th and 5 on the 45-yard line. Let's see how Willcox chooses to play this. Do they want to keep playing that chess match, or do they want to get aggressive? We're going to find out here in a moment at 4:38 and ticking in the third.
Looked like big number 64, Carter Phillip on that one, Dave, able to make the tackle as he was shedding a block as well. You always love to see defensive linemen. That's kind of a new thing here after Aaron Donald came up, is actually shedding the block and making the play. You remember back in the 2000 Ravens and Buccaneers days, those linemen were there just to eat up blockers.
The Willcox is going to punt this ball. They're going to play the chess match. That's going to be a pretty good punt by Cuevas down to the 15, taking a Willcox bounce. That's going to go down to the 11-yard line. So a long field for the Hawks, but they'll take it. They get the ball back, only down 14.
With just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter, so plenty of time still left in this ball game, Dave. Like you said, and opening the third quarter, the Tanque Verde Hawks were able to drive down for a touchdown. Willcox wanting to see if they can do that for 89 yards, and we shall see.
Before this possession changes, please allow me to thank the Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products. You can visit them at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com or see Sun Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall.
Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane. Dave, I was in Benson the other day and actually saw where Barnett's Propane and Towing was located. Was going to drop in and say, hey, we redragged.
They have one in Sierra Vista on Friday Boulevard, too.
That would have been, you made me lose my train of thought. Quit talking.
That's my job. It's going to hand off to the right side. Let's see if he can get through that Willcox defense. He cannot. So that's going to stay second and 10.
I thought the ball was going on the ground, but again, Harrison just a little bit loose with that at the end. You'd like to get that one high and tight, especially we've seen a few fumbles so far here today, or tonight, I should say, and you don't want to cost a turnover for your team, especially in this area with under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter in a game where you just snatched the momentum.
Harrison trying to put the team on his back. Yeah, he's a good-looking player. He's definitely over 100 now with that last long run. So he's looking at 150, 200-yard mark now with that long touchdown. So Harrison, again, trying to put them on his back. Second and 10
24
for the
against
Hawks.
24, Dave. Who finishes with the most rushing yards?
Well, Warden's got him so far, but Harrison's trying to get those back. And Rocco's going to jump back. Flag comes out. Rocco's going to roll it out to his left. Oh, takes a big stick from Cuevas. If the play stands, it's going to be third and short, but we'll see what the flag is.
Stands. Whenever you see the flag thrown right away, that's either going to be a legal formation or a legal shift. Remember, any line of scrimmage penalties like a false start or an offside is stopped right away, and that one's going to come back 5 yards for Tanque Verde.
So Rocco taking a couple of hits that all for naught, as that ball is going to get moved backwards, and they're going to have second and long.
And while they get this sorted, folks, I'd like to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas that provide the highest quality of service to all patients of all ages. It's tough to see the phone number, Dave. Go ahead.
Oh, and thanks to my good friends, Adrian Fuentes, the Cook family, and everybody at the Willcox Quarterback Club. They have that dinner and dancing in Willcox, Arizona tomorrow, prime rib. So thank you, Willcox Quarterback Club. So second and long for the Hawks. Hands that off to the right side. He's got room. Oh, we've seen this kid hit home runs, and that's going to be a nice gainer taken down by Eli, but not until he almost gets the first down. So big play for Tanque Verde, giving him third and manageable 3.
Like you said, Dave, Eli Nelson, last line of defense, or we see Harrison making another house call for the Tanque Verde Hawks. A beautiful counter play on that one. A hole so big, we've talked about it for the Willcox Cowboys. Now for Tanque Verde, you could have drove a truck through that one.
Yeah, you
don't need a truck when you got Harrison, though, let me tell you.
Yeah, the Tanque Verde line figuring it out, opening up some big holes for number 24. So third and a manageable 2.5 for the Hawks. Willcox defense trying to hold their water here. Rocco's going to take the snap. He is going to hand that off to the left side. He's going to try to go up the middle with it.
Good effort.
And he's going to get that first down. Tanque Verde Hawks with a new set of downs. Trying to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. And doing it successfully, getting him up to the 30-yard line.
Nixon Hillis on that one, Dave. Nixon Hillis looks like to be the short yardage ball carrier for the Tanque Verde Hawks, and we see why on that one. Second effort gets Tanque Verde a first down. They still have a long way to go with just over 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. This is exactly what the Willcox Cowboys wanted. You can drive the length of the field, but you're going to take a lot of time on the clock doing that.
So yeah, Tanque Verde again. They're going to need mistake-free football. That clock is becoming a factor. 14 minutes of play left in this game.
They need Delonte Harrison's what they need.
Rocco's going to fake the pitch. He's going to roll out. And, oh, man, they got the routes. There's a little too much Colin Kaepernick juice on that football coming out of the hands of Rocco.
Well, Rocco there on that one, Dave, looking for Johnson, Casey Johnson on that one, but he had Dylan Lewis had a step on his man down the sideline. You saw the Tanque Verde coaches pointing to that. Missed the read, and that was the shot play they were looking for. They've been setting that up for a few quarters now, had it open, unfortunately just unable to connect.
The 2nd and 10 for the Hawks. Again, they're going to need mistake-free football for the rest of this thing.
20-6. Willcox Cowboys still on top.
Rocco's going to drop back. He's got it deep, and he's got him across the middle of the field. That's exactly the play I've seen coming from them the whole game. That's going to put them on the 45-yard line of the Cowboys. Big throw over the middle. Again, the Willcox is running that cover 0. That's going to be there for you. You just have to have the confidence to throw that ball. And there it is.
Yeah, on that reception, Dave, just nothing special. Looked like they were running 4 verticals. I only saw 3 people on the route, so maybe 3 verticals. But that was White on the catch. Big play for the Tanque Verde Hawks. Now finally crossing that 50-yard line. This is a good drive for them. We're going to have to see this defensive line led by Travis Larson and the Willcox Cowboys step up and try to put an end to all this nonsense.
Oh, yeah, Tanque Verde has woken up. They heard handshakes, and they said, hey, I got something for you. That's going to be a handout to the right side. Oh, he almost breaks through. Effort, team tackles there. Caleb Cook was the first man on the spot, and he's going to hold it to about a 5-yard gain.
Caleb Cook there, Andres Correa, and he looked like he was getting out of that one, but Ismael Cuevas coming in, the hammer, nailing him down, making sure he doesn't get more than the 5 yards he got. But again, Tanque Verde with the momentum, Dave, starting to get some belief that they can come back into this ball game. And right now it's going to be on the Willcox Cowboys. Who wants to make that big play to try to stop this momentum?
1 minute left in the third quarter. Tanque Verde is across the 50 into Cowboy territory, looking to keep up that momentum. Rocco's going back to pass. Oh, he sets them up for failure. The Warden comes in and cleans them up. So that's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Hawks.
Yeah, it's a quick game. That sets up the big plays downfield, which the Hawks have been hitting on this drive. Casey Johnson on that catch, but like you said, Dave, the closing speed of Landon Ward just right there. As soon as he caught the ball, get him to the ground. What's the difference between a good defense and a great defense?
Yeah, first man tackle,
First man tackling. That was beautiful by Landon Ward.
3rd and 4. Last play of the third quarter coming up. Nice, quick, efficient game tonight. It's a clean game. It's a clean game. No commissioner reffing for us. And, oh, what a play! The one-hander from number 7 that's going to get him the first down and move the chains.
Aiden Cooper on that catch, Dave. That was all Aiden Cooper on that one. They have the clock's supposed to stop while they reset the clock or reset the chains. And I think that's what they're going to talk to the coaches now. Do they want to run the clock out and just get to the fourth quarter? It looks like they will. But my goodness, Cooper with nothing but effort on that one. And honestly, Dave, a catch they needed on that third down.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play by the receiver, number 7, to reel that in with one hand. So now that we have completed the third quarter, I'm going to thank my good friend Stephen Ward over at Ward's Outfitters, a full-time outfitting service dedicated to providing their clients the best opportunity to pursue their hunt trophy game. They've been a full-time outfitting service for over 20 years, and their guides are the best in the business and are professional hunters with years of experience. Give Ward's Outfitters a call, 520-404-5114, if hunting's your thing.
Also, folks, the Sierra Vista Sonic is a big sponsor and a proud supporter of COOLFM Sports and our youth athletes. They had a water main break, so unfortunately they will be closed down. They are trying to find the leak here, and as soon as they are back open,
Todd Ryan will let you know.
Look at COOLFM Live, and he'll be there live on location.
Also, a big shout-out to Feed Your Chi, a holistic wellness company that provides customized health for individuals and companies that need effective results from their employee wellness program. Give Feed Your Chi a call at 520-720-8569, or you can find them on social media.
Dave, you talk about those pesky yellow flags, right? And you said we didn't have a lot here. We must have called Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management to come here and make sure those pesky flags stayed in the pockets of those officials. You can find them on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management.
You know, we normally follow teams for COOLFM Sports. We're going to start following referee crews, because wherever this crew is going next week, that's where I'm going to be. No more commissioner. So Tanque Verde with the ball. That's a nice handoff. Nice play. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Making tackles.
That might be the whole thing. That's going to be the whole thing. Touchdown, Tanque Verde, and we have ourselves a football game in Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, Dave, was it Shakespeare who wrote A Tale of Two Cities? Well, this is a tale of two halves. Let me tell you, the Willcox Cowboys 20-0 in the first half, and now all of a sudden the Tanque Verde Hawks cut this lead down to one possession, an 8-point lead as they line up for an extra point.
I don't mean to be the smart guy in the room, but that wasn't Shakespeare. That was Charles Dickens. But that's fine.
I don't know. You know I don't read literature.
But it's fine. You know, I'm an educated.
You were giving me a head nod.
I'm an educated lad. So here we go. Extra point attempt coming in to make this a 7-point game. We have ourselves a football game. That's why we're here. Cochise County Game of the Week. And that kick is got to be good, and it is. So that's going to make it a 7-point game in the fourth quarter at Tanque Verde High School in Tucson, Arizona.
You've heard me do ad reads. You've heard me read names off. You really think I read? Come on now. But the Ed Morse Automotive Group drive recap on that one again. Delonte Harris single-handedly bringing the Tanque Verde Hawks behind his big offensive line, creating all these holes for him. And now Tanque Verde back in the game here, down only 7.
He's then that kid can hear us from the field because we said something about Landon Ward. He's like, all right, well, watch this. I got another one for you. So 2 50-yarders for number 24 tonight, and these two running backs are putting on a show. This is fun. But now we have ourselves a football game. It was almost a little depressing after the first half, but now we got that crowd is awake.
We do have the Warden back there. Tanque Verde's done a great job of keeping the ball away from him.
Yep, keep it away from 24.
If you need titles, go to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista. Look for the iconic pink door located at 999 East Drive Boulevard. Nailed it.
Uh-oh, and all of a sudden, 5 minutes ago, it was a football game on the Willcox sideline. Now it's quiet as a church. They're going to kick this thing deep.
Warden's got it.
And there he goes. Landon Ward, you might want to corral this kid. The Cowboy that can't be caught. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Landon Ward's gone. He ran it back there. He ran back another kick for a touchdown. So you want to be a Cowboy. Touchdown, Willcox. Landon Ward.
Dave, I try to tell people, don't kick Landon Ward the ball. That is his third touchdown off a kick return that we've seen so far this year.
Returns as well.
Well, I mean, the ones we've been to, we've seen him just break these. He is a Devin Hester for the Willcox Cowboys.
He took the words out of my mouth again.
He's whatever your
Willcox Devin Hester.
Dante Hall, name your favorite kick returner.
Leon
Landon Ward has him beat.
Oh, what a show! These number 24s are putting on in Tucson, Arizona. Willcox was this close to giving it away to Tanque Verde. Landon Ward said, hold my drink.
I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs have a 24 on the roster, but I'm definitely buying a 24 jersey after this.
Landon Ward, again, he wants that 2A Player of the Year. He wants it bad. Oh,
what an adjustment from Cuevas.
He only kicked it 35 yards on that one because he had to adjust, but the extra point is good, making it a 14-point game. Tanque Verde is, like you said, don't kick it to number 24.
And they did a great job of it, and it looked like they were trying to keep the ball away there. Just a little bit of a homing beacon. I guess Landon Ward put the remote control on and said, you're coming to me, and all of a sudden he had the ball. And unfortunately, that's all she wrote, and we don't even get an Ed Morse Automotive Group drive recap because there was no drive on that one.
Oh, the kid is a show.
For sure.
Every week with this. Tombstone game is up. Benson game is up. It looks like we are not up. We have a black screen.
We definitely have a black screen, and we have no audio.
They can't see or hear anything. Is everything good on our side?
It looks like it. I mean, we're broadcasting.
Oh, we're up.
There it is.
Yeah, we're back up. We're good.
Nobody missed anything. We're good, folks. Sorry about that.
Didn't miss a play.
Thank you, Amanda. We did notice quickly. Normally we don't. Usually it is.
People I'll just go blah, blah, blahing for the rest of the game. But Tanque Verde get the ball back. They're going to need another big one. Rocco throws to an open man downfield. He's going to get taken down to the 35-yard line. Like I said, we have ourselves a football game here in the second half.
That's what we came here for, Dave. And, we're here for Cochise County and the Willcox Cowboys. Well, one reason we chose this game is we were not about to broadcast a blowout. 20-0 the first half. Looked like that was going to happen. Tanque Verde coming alive in the second half, saying, as one of my favorite personalities would say, is not so fast, my friends.
Again, Tanque Verde, preseason number 5. And so, I'm not going to lie to you. Now that we have ourselves a football game, I was shocked after the first half. I was like, what is going on?
Me too.
And this is that preseason number 5 that you're looking at right now. So, 11-17 on the clock in this game. We got ourselves a game. Oh, Willcox has had enough of him. They take him down for a negative play. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
Harrison on the run, but met in the backfield again. Defensive line nowadays doing a great job of releasing and making the tackles, and that's going to be Travis Larson. We've mentioned him a few times. When Willcox needs a big play, it either really comes from Christian Teeters or Travis Larson. In the box. I can't really call Christian Teeters, even though we wear 73, a lineman, because he's been playing middle linebacker after I told him he blitzes all the time. He hasn't blitzed once since then.
Oh, he had a couple.
Making me look like a fool.
He was blowing up the Bisbee Pumas last week, getting in the backfield on the fastest quarterback in the state. So 2nd and 11 for the Hawks. Rocco's looking to pass, and he just misses. That was unfortunately just a missed throw by the quarterback.
Yeah, Lewis with a good route there. Had a little bit of space, was going to get some of that yardage back, but like you said, Dave, when you're on that quick game, you have to be incredibly accurate. You cannot make mistakes because you need those yards if that's the offense you want to run. And now behind the sticks, who knows what they're going to pull out.
Yeah, 3rd and long. 10:29 on the clock. Still a lot of game here in this fourth quarter, but again, Tanque Verde is going to have to play perfect football. They cannot waste any of these possessions. So here we go, 3rd and 11 for the Hawks. Let's see what they can draw up. He's going to fake that handoff. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got a man. He's going to have to make some people miss. And that's going to set up a 4th and 4. It is go for it territory for the Tanque Verde Hawks.
That was
even in their own territory.
Just try to get a little bit back, make it a 4th and manageable, and Dylan Lewis did just that for the Tanque Verde Hawks. Good defense from the Willcox Cowboys. I will say, Dave, one thing that I haven't mentioned with Willcox is you watch their defensive line. They use 4-point stances all the time, so they're looking to shoot off that ball, get under the pad level, and try to move people back that way, which they're very successful with in the first half. But in the second half, Tanque Verde has seen a lot of bigger holes for Harrison to run through.
Well, again, another adjustment on the Willcox Cowboys side where they have started dropping Landon Ward back into more of a single high so that those home runs don't come anymore. So he's been kind of falling off the line a little bit.
And just as soon as you say that.
yeah, as soon as I say that. Here we go, back up to old man on deck. He's going to fake that pitch, roll to his right. He should have somebody. Oh, he throws it a little high, and the young man takes a shot into the back.
Aiden Cooper again, Dave, who made that great one-handed catch for the Tanque Verde Hawks. Looked to do it again, but Remington Todd, the rifle came up, exploded, and got him before he could corral the ball. And now that's going to be a turnover for the Willcox Cowboys in Tanque Verde territory, up 14 points, just under 10 minutes to play, Dave. This is looking really, really good for the Willcox Cowboys.
Yeah, that turnover is brought to you by Carol Pierce at the Tara Finch Haymore Real Estate Group. Best realtor in Benson 3 years in a row. Also does military relocation as well. So give Carol Pierce at the Tara Finch Group at Haymore Realty a call.
Would have been better if you had the restaurant that we have on there. That turnover brought to you by Sonic. Specializing in turnovers at some point, hopefully.
Willcox getting the ball back, 9:27. They're going to hand that thing to the Warden. Warden's going to get about 4 of them, 2nd and 6.
And that's all they want to do, Dave. Just take that clock down. They're playing a keep-away game against the Tanque Verde Hawks. And for Tanque Verde, it is ball up that fist and try to punch that ball out.
Yes, sir. It is turnover time for the Tanque Verde Hawks. Again, regional relevancy on the line here in Tucson, Arizona tonight. So it is anything it takes to get that football out of their hands. And you better be using 3 hands to cover that ball if you're Willcox.
Score update, Bisbee Pumas up 35-6 against Palo Verde.
How'd they score the 6?
So as we probably turnover. So as we suspect, all the Cochise County teams looking very good to win.
That's going to be, I love that handoff design play right there that Willcox uses. That is stopped though, so 3rd and 3. last gasp defense for the Hawks right now against Willcox.
It's always tough as well for the linebackers, Dave, because they're always taught trust your eyes, read and react. But when you have three in the backfield looking like they're going to receive the ball, now you got to all of a sudden switch your focus to the offensive line to see what they're doing to try to react to where that ball is going to go. There's a lot on football that you forget about or even don't even know about. It's not just go up and hit somebody. There's a lot of games within the games going on.
Yeah, I love that play design of the Willcox Cowboys. We've seen it, what, 3 or 4 times now this year, and I love when they run that play. It's very deceptive.
Again, fake it to all three, or fake it to 2 people who could get the ball and give it to one. We've seen them give it to Ward off that, Cuevas, and Remington Todd. They run a lot of looks off that.
I'm glad we got so many teams represented in Cochise County tonight. Good job, Todd Ryan, getting teams out to the Tombstone game and the Benson game as well. So you know where to find Friday Night Lights in Cochise County on COOLFM Sports. That's going to be offsides. He still pitches it to the Warden. Oh, no. Warden's, oh, my good Lord. The Warden's still on his feet. Lay the Ward. Oh, my goodness. So you want to be a Cowboy. Touchdown, Willcox. I mean, I'm running out of superlatives for this kid. I thought he was going to get taken down 5 yards downfield, and he's still on his feet.
For all intents and purposes, Dave, he should have been taken down 5 yards downfield. But that is the effort. That is the speed of the Warden, Landon Ward, doing it all for the Willcox Cowboys. Might have even broken 300 rushing yards. He's definitely over 300 all-purpose yards with that kickoff return. My goodness, is this kid special to watch?
Is that 4 or 5 touchdowns tonight? Does he have all of them?
I have probably.
I thought Cuevas had. Well, no, it was all. They took away the Cuevas touchdown on the penalty.
Did take away the Cuevas
oh, my good Lord. Cuevas just kicked that ball 70 yards. Did you see that?
I hope there was no aliens visiting Earth because they might have just had their spaceship rocketed. But
did you see that kick? He literally kicked that ball like 60 yards.
And that effectively is going to do it, Dave. The Tanque Verde Hawks were driving in to make this a game on their last possession, but Landon Ward just shuts the door on him, 34-13, a 20-point lead with just under 8 minutes to play. I don't like to call him prematurely because I've been made to look a fool, but
especially during football.
I think all that's left here are the handshakes.
Well, but hats off to Tanque Verde after 20-0. And again, now that we have ourselves a football game, I thought that they had resigned by about halfway through the second quarter, and to come back with that much fight to make this a football game again. Hats off to Tanque Verde because they could have just rolled over.
Score update presented.
What do we got?
First, I want to say we appreciate Santa Rita. 63-0, Benton beat Santa Rita. And
it's over?
They just started playing varsity football again this year, so they're trying to rebuild a once storied program in Arizona, but it's going to take some time for Santa Rita, and like we predicted, all Cochise County teams effectively might walk out with wins here.
I'm going to break tradition, and I'm not going to fire a bullet at Santa Rita tonight.
Straight shots.
Oh!
That's what we like to see.
Oh, my goodness. That's some heavy-hitting footballing right there, baby. So that ball is going to get taken to the 25-yard line where rock meets wall there on the 25. Number 5-0 for the Willcox Cowboys delivering the wood.
That's going to be Kevin Miranda and then Sebastian Blankman for the Tanque Verde Hawks. And, I might have said this game is over, but no one gave them the memo. You could see them lining each other up from 30 yards out, and they were lowering the shoulder on each other. And whoever was going to win wins, and I love to see that kind of football.
Yeah, it's been a very clean game tonight. Again, all hands on deck for our Cochise County Game of the Week. Thank you, Todd Ryan. Thank you to the Danimal. And thank you, referees. We're not making me yell at you.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Oh, that's going to hand off up to the left side, but nowhere to go for the all-star running back for the Hawks.
Osvaldo Rodriguez in the backfield there, Dave, and he's able to crash down because someone went after the quarterback to chase the bootleg. So just everyone winning on that defensive line for the Willcox Cowboys. And it might have been a little bit of a gut punch to Tanque Verde on that one. As it looked like Willcox had the play call before Tanque Verde did on that one.
So we are 7-10 and ticking here in Tucson, Arizona at Tanque Verde High School. Thank you, everybody that joined us on COOLFM Live tonight. Don't forget, we have COOLFM Sports page now as well and a YouTube channel. So thank you, everybody. Go make sure you like, subscribe, smash that button. What does the kids say?
Yeah, something like that.
Rocco's going to roll out to his right, going downfield. Nice pass across the middle, across the 40-yard line. That's going to move the chains.
That's
So
what they're gonna
no
have to do,
quit
Dave.
the Tanque Verde Hawks.
They got to get up to the line of scrimmage too
Yes.
as well. They're down 21 points. Casey Johnson, good job holding on to that football as 3 Willcox players came in and all delivered big shots. Could not jar the ball loose because of the strong arms of Casey Johnson.
The quarterback has a strong arm on him. I mean, that's just more designed plays to get that kid out and roll and throwing the ball downfield because he's got the cannon. He is like Kaepernick. He's overthrowing these guys with these missiles.
He's got the size. He's a junior. Might think that he's a first-year starter this year. A little bit of butterflies.
Rocco is going to drop back, going downfield. He's got a man.
Ooh.
Oh, he had him. I don't know if number 10 overran the route or was just slightly underthrown, but he had him downfield for another 20-yard gainer.
Well, and that was one where Rocco saw that the corner was closing on the inside, so he wanted to not overthrow him, leading him into some danger, and just try to throw him a catchable ball. Unfortunately, just a little bit too short on that one. I assume is what he was thinking.
Hey, folks, stay tuned this weekend on Cool FM Live. Bonus football from Paul and Dave. We'll be doing the 12 and under playoff game at Keith Champton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista, Arizona tomorrow. So some bonus football, 4 o'clock.
You're going to have to call me. I keep forgetting.
2nd and 10. It's a handoff. Nothing going there. Willcox defense just wants to put an end to this game and take a wild guess who was in on that tackle.
Well, you don't have to take a guess. You see the force that he put someone down on the ground with. Ismail Cuevas looked like also Christian Teeters was in the backfield as well on that one. So the running game for Tanque Verde lets me know that maybe they were looking for a big play, but if they were going to look for a big play, they would have given that one to Harrison. So they might be calling this one as well.
No, that was Harrison on that play.
I don't think it was.
So
Maybe.
3rd and 10, under 6 minutes. Tanque Verde is in that miracle territory. They're going to need Al Michaels up here in the booth, not Dave Davies. Rocco's going to look back to pass. Good blocking. Rocco's got protection. Oh, the warden almost clips him. But that ball's on the ground. It's going to set up 4th and 10. Good protection there. Rocco stepped up in the pocket, but the warden is too fast.
Yeah, Ward was baiting him into that throw, Dave. Looked like he was open, but unfortunately not. I think if he put some air into that and lets his man try to run underneath it, Dylan Lewis, they might have had something there, but trying to fire it in there, that's exactly what Landon Ward was playing for.
Last gasp here for the Tanque Verde Hawks. 4th and 10, down 21. This is it. They don't pick this one up, and my friends, the handshakes will officially be handed out. Again, thank you, Tanque Verde, for all your hospitality tonight, letting us come up and broadcast your team. Thanks for being such good hosts. And here we go, 4th and 10. Rocco's going to roll out to his right. He's going to have to find something. He's got, Teeters is in pursuit. That's an interception by the warden.
Uh-oh, it looks like Teeters might have got a little aggressive. We have a flag at the end of the play, and this could extend that Tanque Verde drive if it is roughing the passer.
Oh, that's a coach killer. Christian Teeters is going to get a speaking to if that's the case.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Oh.
And that's going to keep Tanque Verde in it at least momentarily with 5:23 to play in this ball game.
Coach killer. Well, that was the end of the game. Landon Ward picks out the ball. We can run this thing out, but no, Teeters with the late hit. Tanque Verde with another breath of air.
Kim Sanchez, you're very welcome for broadcasting this game tonight.
But of course. I mean, again, we knew this was going to be the most competitive of the games that we had available to us. And we saw Benson 63-0, Bisbee 35 to say they're all blowouts. So at least we got ourselves a good game here tonight.
I think Dave Davies is going to miss a chance to broadcast Anthony Miller, Ant-Man, Anthony Morales. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I got Ant-Man out there. That's my boy. I love that kid.
Dave Davies, of course, beloved in Willcox, Arizona, despite what some say.
All it took was a couple of ice cream bars and some mid-commentary. So Rocco's going to drop back to pass on this new set of downs. He's going to roll it to his left. He's got room to run. And he's going to run it. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Get out of bounds, and he does inside the 30-yard line. Tanque Verde not going quietly. I love the fight out of the Hawks.
3 timeouts on Tanque Verde, but with under 5 minutes to play, or just over 5 minutes to play, Dave, they have got to get that at least one of these onside kicks. And that's always an interesting thing to have happen in two-way, those special teams.
So they're inside the 30. It's time to start taking some end zone shots with that quarterback. Because, again, you got to do it quickly here. They do have 3 timeouts, like you said.
And it's over 5 minutes, so there's at least one more possession in there. And if you get the onside kick, I mean, we're looking at a ball.
Two-way special teams, baby. Always an adventure. You never know. This play call coming in here.
That's why it's so important to get out of bounds. Now they can relax, get the play call in. Nobody's rushing. Give your Hagrid some time.
There's going to be a timeout, Tanque Verde.
That is not what they needed right now.
No, you want to keep those in your pocket for when you need them. But that is going to give me an opportunity to thank Fred Gray and After Hours HVAC for all your local heating and cooling needs. After Hours is driven to make a difference in ensuring customers will receive the highest level of care and commitment to solving your HVAC needs. Give After Hours a call, 520-459-5257.
Also, thank you to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, your number one choice for pest control in Cochise County. Veteran owned and operated with your satisfaction. Mike's guarantee. You can find them on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management.
Thank you to the Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally made, handcrafted soaps and Bath and Body Works products. You can find them at Sea Sun's Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall, or to go to SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Big shout out to them.
Sierra Vista Mall. Be there tomorrow. Why not? And thank you as well, finally, to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door. They are now open on Saturdays, Dave, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah, Tanque Verde is rolling right now. They must have some good tires, and they must have stopped by T&B Tire Services in Willcox, Arizona.
Nailed it.
Owned by Mr. Teeters.
Teeters.
They do tire repair on everything, from commercial vehicles to big rigs. So thank you to T&B Tire Services in Willcox, Arizona. Now here we go. New set of downs for Rocco and company. It's be a handoff to Harrison, but nothing gained on that one. Second and long. Again, you're having those clock running plays right there. You got to get some success on those.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that one, Dave. But we're going to have to give Alan Allred some great credit for the Willcox Cowboys, not only making that play on the kickoff, but right there coming through as Travis Larson held him up. We haven't called his name out a lot, but Allred playing a really good game here, especially in the fourth quarter.
We have somebody in the chat thanking COOLFM for roll. You're very welcome, because you know what? Every week that we do this, I never get over how much I love this job. Beautiful, beautiful night in Tucson, Arizona. The weather has dropped just a little bit, and it's perfect.
Not quite football weather, though.
Not football weather, not in Tucson. Rocco's rolling to his right. He's going to have to look for something downfield, but he's going to keep it himself, get about 3 of those yards, making a 3rd and 8. Clock is now definitely a factor at 4:18 and ticking.
I think it was Warden there making that play, Dave, and stopping Rocco after just a few yards. And like you said, favors the Willcox Cowboys right now as Osvaldo Rodriguez came up with the football, but there was no fumble on that one.
Only 2 hours it's taken this game to go by. See what happens when the commissioner isn't your referee? We're actually going to get home at a reasonable time tonight. What time we leave Bisbee last week, 11 o'clock?
I have no idea.
It was like literally a 4-hour game.
Well, and it was good for 3 quarters.
Yeah,
So
it was clean.
That means it was an hour fourth quarter.
At overtime, yeah.
There was overtime in that ball game, too. And I was sitting there. Before the game, I'm like, all right, plenty of battery life on these microphones, and I was completely wrong. So
he's going to roll back, fake the handoff. He's got him downfield. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Is that the Warden again? Who is
That's
that?
Rifle.
Oh, the Remington. Hey, they're baiting him into these throws. You can see them baiting him, giving him just enough, what he thinks is just enough cushion, and then they're just trying to get picks. They're trying to make highlight reels right now because they know we have highlights and instant replay on COOLFM now.
No kidding, right there.
They want their highlights.
3.5 minutes to play. 4th down. This is your ball game, folks. Push come to shove. Who's going to win this one? Willcox Cowboys ahead 21 points right now. Tanque Verde looks like they're going to have to substitute a player.
Yeah, we will be seeing the Willcox Cowboys one more time this football season. And 2 weeks from tonight, they will be in Benson, Arizona, which, depending on the outcome of the Bisbee game next week, could be for number 1 in the region. Because Tanque Verde is going down to Bisbee next week. We will be seeing Tanque Verde again next week in Bisbee, Arizona. So if Tanque Verde pulls off that win against Bisbee, all of a sudden that Benson-Willcox game got a lot bigger.
A couple big games, Dave. Don't forget that St. David plays Desert Christian as well.
Rocco's going to drop back to pass. He's going downfield. He's got the completion down to the 10-yard line. All effort on that catch with players closing in all around him.
Dylan Lewis, he's been a favorite target from Hagrid here tonight, Dave, and rewarding him. They will not go quietly into that great Tucson night. Tanque Verde Hawks with just over 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes to play, trying to get in here and score.
What did I tell you about my crystal ball? Tanque Verde Hawks are scoring again before this game is over. First and goal from the 8.
Of course, next week,
I'm never wrong.
Buena plays Desert View in a warm-up game for the 25th meeting
before
against Marana.
Before the Marana game.
The number 1 team in 5A.
That's going to be a handoff. Nice play. Touchdown, Hawks. I'm 100% on the ear. This kid right here, Harrison, number 24. Is he a senior? Do we know what grade he's in?
I'll check it for you right now, Dave.
Because if he's not,
has been a spark.
That stinks. But we get to watch him one more time next week, though.
Has been a spark for the Tanque Verde Hawks, and they are now down just 2 touchdowns. Again, 3 minutes left. It's going to be an onside kick and an onside kick here from the Tanque Verde Hawks. Can they recover? If they can, all of a sudden, Paul is made to look like a fool.
I'm telling you, you better knock that off in football. Because they've come back on you a couple of times this year.
I don't think so. I don't think I've even said it in football, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you did. And that's going to be a successful extra point, making it a 14-point game, 3 minutes exactly on the clock. They're going to need a successful onside kick. And in two-way football, that ain't as hard as you think.
Always an adventure, Dave. You just kick that one about 13 yards downfield and see what happens.
Again, two-way football puts the special in special teams. It's gotten a lot better this year. Last year, we saw some nonsense on special teams. They're like, nobody knows that has any idea what they're doing.
Gerald Morgan liked that. He said,
What's that?
Gerald Morgan laughed at your joke. Don't encourage him, folks. Don't encourage him. Oh, my goodness. But what a ball game we have here now. 14-point lead. There's only 2 timeouts. If there were 3 left, maybe Tanque Verde thinks about sending this one to the Willcox end zone, but that's always dangerous because number 24, that's where he resides.
No, this is onside kick all day, every day. Willcox better have the hands team out because Tanque Verde is coming for it.
They sure do. Interesting formation, a little bit of a diamond formation for the Willcox Cowboys on both sides of the field. Now they shift.
Let's see how Tanque Verde chooses to play this, and that's going to be on the ground. That's through the hands. That's through the hands of a Cowboy.
Who's got it?
And Tanque Verde came up with that ball.
And it's the Willcox Cowboys. Oh, just a little bit of a heart attack before Wilder Lopez goes ahead and closes that one up. Now 2 timeouts, a first down will basically end this ball game for the Willcox Cowboys.
Well, you could feel the collective gasp from the Tanque Verde sideline because for about a half a second, they may have had that football.
Again, thank you, everyone, for joining us on COOLFM Live. Don't forget to support the businesses that support your community.
Yes, sir.
Without them, we wouldn't be here. Do not forget that we have a brand new COOLFM Live Facebook sports page, and we have a YouTube channel you need to subscribe to. Big things happening here at COOLFM.
I'm still hip enough to know what YouTube is. About that, I was a false start, number 78 of the Willcox Cowboys.
Take your pick on that one, Dave.
Yeah, they're going to back that one up 5 yards.
Half the offense did a false start on that one, and like I said, I mean, it's not over. You can't. It's not over to where you could just sit there and relax. If you're the Willcox Cowboys, you still have to get the details ironed out on all these plays.
Yeah, football does involve turnovers. And so, again, one slip of a ball, and all of a sudden Tanque Verde is running it in for 6, and we have ourselves a one-score game. Well, that's why football games are never over. You're over there handing out handshakes in the third quarter. Football games are never over.
It wasn't the third quarter, it was the fourth. And so far, looks like I'm right, huh?
And we ain't done yet. I ain't heard no fat lady. So Willcox first and 15. That's going to be a handoff to Remington Todd up the left side. Oh, Remington Todd with a big gainer. That's going to be the...
It would have been the first down. He did go out of bounds.
So we got out of bounds 3 yards short of the first down. That does stop the clock as well. 2:52.
Yeah, so gifting them a timeout here. And if they don't get this first down, that's a big play for the Tanque Verde Hawks. Now they have 4 yards to defend for the rest of their lives in this ball game, Dave.
Well, yeah, we will be seeing the team back-to-back weeks. Next week they will be in Bisbee, Arizona, playing number 1 in the region. So if Tanque Verde doesn't end up winning this game, next week is the absolute do-or-die game for the Tanque Verde Hawks. Smooth Joe puts the Warden in motion. He's going to fake all the handoffs, keep it himself.
Wow.
Gets the first down. Don't go out of bounds, Joe.
You got to slide there, Joe. You got to slide there. Poor Joe Sanchez, he's been behind Cash McCumber for some years, and game management is something that you only learn in the game there, Dave. But what I got to say from Smooth Joe there, a completely busted play, and he's still able to get a first down out of it. Unbelievable from Smooth Joe.
Smooth Joe Sanchez. Again, it's going out of bounds, stopping the clock at 2:46. You got to be cognizant of that. Oh, that happened in the Niner game last night, and they're like, oh, we should have gone down. I'm like, he's never going to score another touchdown in his life. He's running that ball to that end zone. You're out of your mind. Smooth Joe puts a man in motion. That's going to be a handoff to Cuevas. No. And Cuevas with a big run down to the 25-yard line. And that, my friend, will have that proverbial fat lady hitting the high notes.
And we're going to get a penalty on the Tanque Verde Hawks. The pink flag is out, not the yellow flag. And that's going to be a horse collar tackle, giving the Willcox Cowboys 15 extra yards. But that clock is going to run down, Dave, 2:37, only 2 timeouts for the Tanque Verde Hawks. And we are going to go back home to Cochise County with every Cochise County team getting a victory that was playing this week. Not to mention St. David over Fort Thomas last night, 63-0.
Oh, that's right. St. David is a machine.
Something like that.
They're a machine. St. David, you're going to be seeing a lot more of us come basketball season, my friends.
You know, they're this good with a freshman quarterback. Vincent Cicariello, shout out.
St. David is a factory. They had one off year last year. Only won a couple of titles. Only won a couple of titles. Won the 1A girls basketball title. They should have won the softball title.
Should have won the volleyball title.
Should have won the volleyball title as well.
Should have, could have, would have. They got one, though. It's still a good 33%.
Off year for St. David, only one title. And they're on their way to a football title this year. That's going to be a handoff up the middle, clock killer. And that's going to bring us under 2 minutes to go here in this wonderfully contested affair in Tucson, Arizona. Again, one last time, thank you to everybody at Tanque Verde for being so hospitable, letting us come watch your boys. We're going to repay the favor next week in Bisbee, Arizona. We will show you as hospitable as we can be. By the way, for all you Tanque Verde parents out there, if you've never been to Bisbee, Arizona, either go out early that day before the game or stick around after the game and check it out, because it is a one-of-a-kind experience that you won't find anywhere else in the United States of America. This should be just, yep. Ishmael Cuevas. Oh, you got to stop him before he scores, but you're not going to. You want to be a Cowboy, you got to be like Ishmael Cuevas. Touchdown, Willcox.
They definitely let him score on that one, Dave. No effort to tackle. They want the ball back, and honestly, even though it's only a minute 21, that's the only way they get back in this game, because if they tackle him, they're just going to run the clock out. It's something made famous by my favorite quarterback of all time lately. But thank you, everyone, once again for joining us under the SSVEC lights.
You missed this last one. Watch this. He kicked this ball 60 yards last time.
On Friday night, speaking of the lights, that's where that ball's gone.
Jesus.
And also thank you to Ed Morse Automotive Group for providing us with our touchdown drive recaps. That one, Ishmael Cuevas getting it done. Let's not forget Joe Sanchez on a busted play with a big first down run, and then Ishmael Cuevas finishing, I should say, in the end zone.
Stat padding in Tucson for Ishmael Cuevas. One last time.
He deserves it. Have you seen him play defense tonight?
Yeah, right. Well, one last time, please allow me to thank the VISTA Medical Group. They're all doctors, nurses, and caregivers that are dedicated to getting you back to the community that you love. Connect with a provider today at svmedicalgroup.org. Longtime sponsor of ours. Thank you very much.
You know, I was at a hiring event next to some people from the Sierra Vista Medical Group, and I ran through the whole sponsor. I'm like, yeah, we've done this for 3 years. We could do it off the top of our head.
I no longer
which Dave just did.
I no longer need the papers to read some of these sponsors, like Ginger's Titles and the Copper Queen Community Hospital.
I would like to thank Synergy Home Care. You can contact them at 520-685-1035. If you are a family caregiver that takes care of somebody that you love, contact them today to see how you could get paid to do that. Also, thank you to Casa de la Paz. It's been a cornerstone of compassionate care in our community since 1987. Call them at 520-263-3400.
That kick goes out of the end zone for a touchdown. One last time, we're going to thank touchback. Excuse me. One last time, thank you to Mark Teeters at T&B Tire Service at Willcox. Give them a call, 520-766-5550. Also, thank you to Saguaro Air Solutions of Sierra Vista. Guaranteed honest service. Choose Saguaro Air Solutions. They have certified duct cleaning available. 520-699-4237.
Also, Dave, I did get a message earlier from Saguaro Air Solutions. They have a welcoming fall specials, $2,350 furnace installation, $85 furnace service. That's cheap. Yes. Honest service guarantee. Changes are coming in January 2025 with new refrigerant laws. Pricing is at an all-time low. Act now.
Oh, you're just telling me this now?
Yeah, you got to act now because they're going to charge in 2025. I guess refrigerants are going up 15 to 20%, according to Saguaro Air Solutions. So we definitely got to get going on that.
So last gas for the Hawks. Ball is on the ground for the quarterback. I think he fell on it, so that's going to make it 2nd and 13. Minute and 15 clock's going to run. So I'm going to thank a couple friends of the program, like Carol Pierce for the Tara Fitch Group at Haymore Real Estate. Best realtor in Benson 3 years in a row.
What?
Plus, she's a military relocation professional and an accredited buyer's representative. So give Carol Pierce a call, 520-977-5328.
Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. A lot's been made of my weight, Dave, and that's because, I mean, it's for me, but that's because I went to the Copper Queen Community Hospital to find out why I was feeling the way I was feeling, and they told me I was getting old and maybe I should lose some weight. So I've got an exercise bike, and thanks to the Copper Queen Community Hospital, I'm on the right track. If you want to get on the right track, call them at 520-432-6435.
Rocco's going deep, and he's got him. What a play. Oh, number 10 making his way up the left sidelines. No quit in the Hawks. 60-yard gainer from Rocco to number 10.
22 seconds to go in the game. You love to see the fight in the Tanque Verde Hawks. I watched a movie one time, says we keep fighting until there's triple zeros, no matter what the score is, and I live by that.
Again, thank you to friend of the program, Fred Gray, After Hours HVAC. If I have no light here, but if I do have any light, you give them a call, 520-459-5257 for all your HVAC needs. Thank you, Fred Gray, and After Hours.
I'd like to also thank the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive, and they did have a water main break. Again, stay tuned to Cool FM Live. Todd Ryan will be live and on location whenever the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In. Proud supporters and friends of Cool FM Live are back open. Also, thank you to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, our number one choice for pest control in Cochise County. Veteran owned and operated with your satisfaction. Mike's Guarantee. You can find them on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management.
Thank you to Feed Your Chi, a holistic wellness company that provides continued health plans for individuals and companies that need effective results from their employee wellness program. You can find Feed Your Chi on social media or call them at 520-720-8569 for a free consultation.
Thank you to Ginger Saddles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door. They're now open 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays.
Thank you to the Sierra Vista Soap Company. You can go to SierraVistaSoapCompany.com, homemade bath and body products. And lastly, for me, thank you to Stephen Ward at Ward's Outfitters, and thank you to the Willcox Quarterback Club, good friends of ours, Adrian Fuentes, Cece Cook, the whole gang. Thank you so much to the Willcox Quarterback Club. We love you so much. You got free shout-outs tonight, baby.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's how much we love the Willcox Quarterback Club.
We didn't know until game time that we were going to be here, so we couldn't really ask if anyone wanted to support, sponsor, or advertise on Cool FM. So the people that do it every time for Willcox, you got some promotion tonight. Thank you for being friends of ours. You've taken care of us throughout the years, and we thought we'd repay the favor tonight.
And another big play by number 10, the wide receiver out there. Another big play. Again, no quit in the Hawks. We're going to see them 1 week from tonight in Bisbee, Arizona. So back-to-back weeks, bonus coverage for the Tanque Verde Hawks. And again, Bisbee, Arizona, a very one-of-a-kind place. So enjoy your experience down there. Get down there early. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. Am I wrong, Todd? It's a pretty cool place to be, huh? They have live music starting at 1 p.m. in Bisbee, Arizona. You get down there early, you can find some bands to watch. Or shout out to my beautiful wife at Old Bisbee Brewery. That's for the adults, not for the kids. So Rocco's going to drop back to pass. He's going into the end zone with it a little high. Remington Todd tries to get the pick. 7.8 seconds. We will have one last play in this ball game in Tucson, Arizona. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight on Cool FM Live. Don't forget about the YouTube page.
And the Cool FM Facebook sports page, which hasn't got enough traction, folks. Don't forget to check that. That's where you're going to find all the highlights for the games. You're going to see some tonight from Willcox and Tanque Verde. And speaking of Willcox Cowboys, and big plays, not hard to find our player of the game, as you would expect when we watch the Willcox Cowboys. The Warden, Landon Ward, just went absolutely crazy tonight. Special teams, defense, and offense getting it done. Also, big shout-out to the interception from Caleb Cook, the chef, cooking it up on that one.
He tried to get back-to-back house calls and back-to-back weeks. He tried. But who's super sophomore stepping up tonight. Last play of the game here for the Eagles. Rocco's going to roll out the pass. Oh, he evades the rush. Great play. Let's see if he can get the touchdown to end the game. And he does it. He gets thrown out of bounds at the 5. But all effort from Tanque Verde Hawks. Again, we will see you in 1 week, my friends.
That's going to do it from us here in Tucson, Arizona, 41-20. The Willcox Cowboys take care of the Tanque Verde Hawks. Get back on the right track, Dave. The Willcox Cowboys, that tough early season schedule, really paying off dividends. And you think about it, a yard short against the Bisbee Pumas from being in the driver's seat of this region.
Again, Willcox, like you said, they got all the hard ones out of the way. This was their last tough opponent. They got a bunch of cupcakes. So they
got Benson coming up, brother.
Oh, Benson. I forgot about Benson.
I know.
Right.
I keep forgetting the
Yeah, but now the Willcox Cowboys need to take this team that they just beat and root them on to victory against the Bisbee Pumas if they want to win this region. So they better be real friendly in this handshake line because they're going to need Tanque Verde in a big way next week.
For Dan Powers, Todd Ryan, Dave Davies, I'm Paul Corder. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live. Like, subscribe, and favorite to the YouTube page, the Cool FM Live Sports page, and the Cool FM Live page. We will see you Tuesday with our high school sports show.